I'm Hatsune Miku, a virtual idol. Well, that's what everyone seems to think, that's secretly, eh? I wake up to a cold, but was really not get on now. First time I open up my eyes and start the day. I come back till the dawn until the free feeling's gone, yeah. A clumsy trip and I fell into my bed. Was my magical phone and I see a little ringtone. There's a magic word and there's flower embrace. Whatever it may cost, there's no worries and there's not for hours, but I cherish a vlog. Monsters night, we are here in full to fight. Whether you take a stand or fight, can stop your tears and make them try. It might be never the cure for these same plays. As your players are now scaring you with every night. So let me find a shot of tear, get some bruises. Waiting so I need to clean the cherry blood away. Fighting through the night, feeling like a wave. Keep your word, it's so hard for me to lose the night. Your smile is enough to hear my aches. Floating like you've been dead. I can take the pain, I don't take. Feel the orange leaves, look here up the world and go again. And now, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. 1, 2, 3, ready? Miku Miku Keep going! On my own, without anyone to know, how nature was not the rainbows. But when I think about your smile, I'm now magically like the dancing photo. If you need me to get call on and call out my name. When you found your silver spoon, gonna stay. I won't go away, won't put you down, I think I'm on my right. Yeah, I can lose the night, the fun like away. All alone, it's so hard for me to diffuse away. Your smile is enough to make my days. All I stand all and break. 'Cause I'm not afraid, anything take your rest away. Chin up with love, we fight until the end. Guarantees that I never try to be brave. As long as you can stay happy and okay. I'm not gonna bend back. I can be a killer for peace in your heart. And my day is enough, killing you every day. Your smile is enough to heal all my pain. So I'm a cute band-aid. If you're feeling pain, call my name. I'll be by your side till I see your priority break again. Hello everyone, I'm Hatsune Miku, a virtual idol. Well,
Hello, chat. Welcome on this hot summer's day. 23 degrees Celsius. Welcome, chat. I hope you're all having a good day. I know I am with my 3 hours of sleep. Hot at 66 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't know what that means. You think I know Fahrenheit from my Canadian ass? It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit here. No Californians are gonna be like, oh, excuse me, that's not hot. And to that I say, shut the fuck up. If it's not hot, then why am I sweating? Anyway, welcome, welcome. You're gonna hear this Hatsune Miku song a lot in my streams, mainly because I love Magical Cure Love Shot. It's mainly because of Miku Miku Beam. 1, 2, 3, ready? Miku Miku Beam! I fucking love Miku Miku Beam. That's not hot. Shut up. You shut your mouth. If it's not hot, then why the fuck am I sweating? I say it's hot. I don't care. And you know, the funny thing, when I was getting ready to stream, I was thinking about, like, cause the main issue that I have with streaming is that I don't know how to fill out dead air sometimes. Like, I'll just be dead quiet, I won't be saying anything, and I'm like, man, this is pretty fucking boring to listen to. And so earlier today I was thinking, man, what can I talk about in order to, like, entertain chat for, like, a long period of time? Because I'm not very good at talking, despite what you might think. And I thought about something. I thought about something to talk about earlier today. I'm like, yeah, I could talk about this for a very long time. I could go on and on about this. And just be like, yeah, this is good. I'm gonna use this. And then as soon as, like, it was like 30 to 50 minutes away from stream time, I'm like, what the fuck was I gonna talk about? I already forgot. And now the dead air is back, because I still don't know what to talk about. I guess I could talk a little bit about some annoyances that I've realized about streaming, or at least moderating for Phil streams. Because, I mean, I'm not in Phil streams a whole lot. I mainly just sit back and watch and type in chat whenever I feel like it. And I already expressed this fact on Twitter, but I really fucking hate it when people ask, what game is this? What game are you playing right now? When the game title is in the title of the stream itself, it's in the thumbnail, and it's even displayed within the stream itself, like, oh, here's the game title. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Are you blind? Why are you on this stream if you don't know what the fuck I'm doing? What made you click on this stream and go, I want to watch some of that. Don't know what they're doing. What game is this? I don't know. Tell me, what game am I playing, chat? Welcome to part 376 of the impossible quiz. It's a game of life. Do you remember that show, The Game of Life? Anyone else, like, watch YTV or whatever, and, like, The Game of Life would be on? Like, it was those weird, like, shows that would be on, like, as you're going to bed at, like, 9 o'clock on YTV. Like, it was either The Game of Life or Hole in the Wall. There's something nostalgic about putting on those kinds of shows late at night. Because I remember late at night when I would be going to bed, it would either be like, it would be shows like Hole in the Wall, The Game of Life, Ghost Trackers, Mystery Hunters. I love Mystery Hunters, by the way. They're all so fucking stupid. Ghost and, like, mystery shows for kids are so dumb. Because as you grow up as an adult, you begin to realize, like, man, we were stupid enough to believe this crap. Board game called Game of Real Life, and that was fun. I never really played any board games as a kid. I mean, we tried to play Monopoly, but we just didn't get it. I mean, I think me and my brother played a lot of Sorry as kids, but we weren't really into, like, board games. We were the kids that got to play video games at our age. Like, we got the PlayStation 2, all versions of the PlayStation 3. My eldest brother got, like, a PlayStation 4, recently got a PlayStation 5. Like, we were big, we were the PlayStation family. I mean, we did get a Wii at some point, but the Wii nowadays is just like the game console for old people. And the main reason why I say that is that my mom would mainly play on the Wii to play like Mario, to play Super Mario. And my Nana, God bless my Nana, I love my Nana. She has so many hunting games for the Wii. And that's why Phil's stream, like, just unlocked the memory of this one hunting game that I used to play, like, over and over again. Like, it is truly, and, like, my Nana would also play, she would also play, like, Wii Sports Resort, so she could play golf and bowling. She really loved bowling. I mean, she still does love bowling. So it truly is the console for old people. I like the Wii. The main reason why I liked the Wii is because I could play the hunting game, and also I really liked playing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Like, Twilight Princess was my first Twilight Princess game? What the fuck? It was my first Zelda game. And what I like about, like, some of the Zelda games is that you don't need to play literally any of the other Zelda games to understand most of them. It's not like, oh, this is Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and Zelda 3. Like, the story isn't linear. It's like, there's a bunch of, like, alternate universes and whatnot. And I think Twilight Princess is my favorite, mainly because of the art direction, and the music, and sound design. I really love Twilight Princess. Nice cock. Alright, I should probably get off the hangout screen, go over to the game, quote-unquote gameplay. What game is this, chat? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what game this is? What game am I playing? Chat, what game is this? Where are we playing? Can you tell me? What game are we playing? God. It's a game full of suffering and blockage, aka art. I really have been suffering a lot of art block recently. Like, I have so many ideas in my brain, like so many ideas that I want to put onto a canvas, but at the same time, I think about getting up, getting up my ass, sitting down, and, you know, drawing, and I kind of want to, you know, commit. If I say KMS, then YouTube might kill me. Like, they might come to Canada, hunt me down, and put a bullet in the back of my fucking skull. God, the strawberry brisk is so good and pretty. I didn't know it was the shade of pink. I honestly thought it was clear. I also do have some oranges here with me. Remember to hydrate, chat. If you don't, I'll kill you. That is an actual threat. But yeah, before stream, I thought, oh yeah, I'll be all cutesy. I'll prepare like a little dish of, you know, snacks I can eat during stream, a nice iced drink. I don't know, I think I'm having a good day. Like, this feels nice. Remember to hydrate. If you don't, I'll fucking get you. I'll get you. You understand me? I'll get you. Okay, so probably should have explained this before I went to the screen itself, but welcome to the drawing request stream. Stream where you pay me to draw things that you request of me. Basically how it works is that if I get a donation, you just tell me whatever you want me to draw and I'll draw it. Within reason, of course. Rules are in the description. I should probably read them off, honestly. Let me see. Okay. First and foremost, and I should exaggerate this, donate responsibly. You can donate whatever amount you want through Super Chats or my Ko-fi page, which is, my Ko-fi page is greatly preferred because I get the money right away. I don't have to wait for, like, a month to get it. And also, for next week's, streams, I'm going to need that money, actually. For next week's streams, if I want those streams to happen, because, I need a particular item I need to order off of the internet in order for the thing I need to work. So, it's a little bit of a surprise. Do not consider... Oh wait, I should probably read the rest of it. Ko-fi page preferred, just as long as I can see the message. Do not consider these as commissions. These will be quick little sketches meant to be done in a short amount of time so I can get as many done as possible and have a good time. Do not request anything weird, NSFW, or fetish-y, or hateful. You will be ignored. The page will be, and the full page will be uploaded to my Twitter once the stream is done. And the last one is have fun. Whoever subscribed, thank you. Live chat. Go back to live chat. Phone. Gremlin-Fi on a Roomba. I really do need to draw more of Gremlin-Fi. After her model dropped, I was just like, I need to take a break from this green bitch. I mean, technically she's black. It's just that the outlines around her are green. Is she- would you consider Fi green? If she's not technically green? Man, that's like asking if like a zebra is white with black stripes or black with white stripes. Fucked up to think about. Also, I hope you don't mind that I, like, play some YouTube videos in the background. I recently found out, by the way, that you can put, like, YouTube videos into picture-to-picture mode, and that you can just watch videos while you're drawing. Like, you could put that wherever, just anywhere. And that has helped me tremendously with my ADHD problem. So if you just hear randomness going on in the background, because you guys can't see, like, the little window that I have for picture-in-picture mode, then that's just me watching, like, some cosplayers getting flirted with. And also Miku Magical Cure Love Shot. Also, I really, in case you guys are wondering what I do want to do next week, it's a cyberpunk week. And in case you guys didn't see the little sneak peek that I put into the, underneath those replies, this was what I teased. This is what I want to do. Neofeud has been on my radar for quite a bit, honestly. Only $11 on Steam. It's a cyberpunk point-and-click game. At least from what I understand. I don't know too much about Neofeud. I just know that I almost said Spider-Punk game. It's a cyberpunk game. I'm way into cyberpunk. Like, cyberpunk is, like, probably one of my favorites, like, aesthetics and, like, settings. I don't know what it is about cyberpunk that I love so much, but I just, it speaks to me, and it has to be one of my favorites. It's, like, my favorite genre of aesthetics, storytelling, settings. I really love cyberpunk. And, this has to do with it. Why do you think it's blacked out? This is gonna be a little surprise. And I need, like, $25 in order to make that happen. Because I'll tell you, right now, chat, I'm fucking broke. Right as I say that, fucking Echo donates to me. I'll check my Ko-fi right now. I should probably have my Ko-fi page open. I didn't open it. Oops. Thank you for the $3. To be fair, Cyberpunk has amazing grip. Not sure if we can handle it for your PC. No, I'm just talking about Cyberpunk in general. Cyberpunk is like a genre. Like, I love Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 2077 is a whole different deal. Like, let's talk about Cyberpunk. See, if you look up Cyberpunk, it's just, oh, Cyberpunk 2077. No, I mean the genre, motherfucker. God, this video game. Cyberpunk genre. Science fiction. Cyberpunk is a subgenre of science fiction and a dystopian futuristic setting that tends to focus on a combination of low life and high tech, featuring futuristic technological and scientific achievements, such as artificial intelligence and cyberware, juxtaposed with societal collapse, dystopia, or decay. Like, I don't know. It's like, if I could describe Cyberpunk, it would be like how we look at Tokyo. Because Tokyo, Japan in itself is like, wow. If you know what I mean. Like, you would look at this and go, ooh, Cyberpunk. And just, what would happen? Basically, Cyberpunk is like, what would happen if that was everywhere? And if people had, like, you know, guns for hands. I don't know, I really love Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a very pretty genre to me. Like, it's so beautiful and tragic. And I think my favorite media of Cyberpunk would have to be the Blade Runner, like, movies. Blade Blade Runner 1 is a very artistic movie. Like, the plot is a little bit hard to grasp, like, upon the first few viewings. Like, you have to watch it, like, multiple times in order to be like, ooh, okay. That's how it's going. And it's also very dated with how Deckard treats, what's her face? But Blade Runner 2047, is that the title? Blade Runner 2047? Blade Runner. No, it's 2049. I don't know why I said 2047. But 2049 has a more, like, concrete plot. Like, you can understand what's going on. You don't need to watch it multiple fucking times. And that's not a slight to the original, by the way. Like, the original is, like, amazing. It's tragic. Like, it has one of my favorite lines in all of cinema. Or at least my favorite dialogue in all of cinema, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Do you guys know about the Tears and Rain speech? The Tears and Rain speech goes like this. I need to pause magical cure love shot for a second. But the Tears and Rain speech is as follows. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser. That's like a German name. Let me restart. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those memories will be lost in time, like tears and rain. And if you don't know, like, why this is tragic, there's a character in this, in the movie. His name is Roy Batty. And in the Blade Runner universe, there are these people, or quote-unquote people, if you want to be racist about it, in Blade Runner. They're basically like synthetic people. Like, I honestly forgot what they were called. It's been a long time. Blade I know that they're called No, they wouldn't be called that. I shouldn't actually say that. Unless I know what the fuck they're talking about. Blade Runner. They're not called androids. They're not androids. Like, they aren't called synths either. What are replicants, sorry. To get back on track, the reason why the Tears and Rain speech is so tragic is that Roy is a replicant, which is basically, they're not human. They're like robots almost. Like, you guys know Detroit Become Human, it basically that. But the reason why it's so tragic is Roy is a replicant, and replicants have a very limited lifespan, up to like 3 to 5 years, I think. 3 to 5 years. And what he's talking about is that I've seen all of these beautiful things. So many, like, amazing things in this short amount of life. And all of that is it's gonna be gone forever. All of those moments that I witnessed in that short amount of time is gonna be gone. And the more tragic reason is that he got to live a very short life, like 3 to 5 years, and humans get to live so much longer, and they would never be able to see the amazing things that he did. And it's so unfair to him that humans get to live so much longer than replicants do. And so, like, the whole plot of the movie is that, like, replicants aren't really seen as people, because technically they're not. They're robots, technically. And they do have a limited lifespan. And I'm trailing off. I need to get back on track. The plot of the movie is that replicants are starting to become sentient. And if replicants become sentient, then they have to, like, deactivate them. Just so that, things remain, like, I don't know why. I don't know why if the replicants become sentient, then they have to deactivate them. I'm sure there's a reason. I've just forgotten it. I'm guessing they don't want, like, an uprising of replicants to happen, but basically what caused this entire movie to happen was a replicant that became sentient, or began to have, like, to develop emotional feelings and awareness, escaped. Like, a bunch of, like, replicants escaped this, I think it was a facility? Some facility where, like, replicants will be, like, checked up on, like a routine, checkup. They go through this test. I forgot what the test is called. The Blade Runner test. Voight-Kampff. Yeah, the Voight-Kampff? Is that how it's pronounced? Voight-Kampff? Voight-Kampff? I don't know. It sounds like German. Or is it Voight-Kampff? Voight-Kampff test? Let me see.
Next subject, Kowalski Leon. Engineer waste disposal.
Hold on.
File section.
Sorry.
New employee
You guys get to listen to
6
this.
days.
I just need to learn the name.
Come in.
Zone A, Sector 9. Replication section, level 9.
I can't show this because then
Stand by for ID check.
YouTube will get on my ass about it.
Sit down.
Replication section, level 9.
By the way, this movie's fucking beautiful.
Care if I talk? I'm kind of nervous when I take tests.
Just please don't move.
Oh, sorry.
Like, I'm gonna take a screenshot in, like, a second
I already had an
here.
IQ test this year. I don't think I've ever had one of
Reaction
these.
time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now answer as quickly as you can.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna go back and take a screenshot of, like, the room that they're in. Just to show you how, like, beautiful. Oh, I can't take a screenshot. My screenshot button isn't there. Hold on, let me refresh.
Next
Nope,
subject.
still not there. I'll use the snipping tool to show you. There we go. Just put that there.
Oh, sorry.
Like, oh my god, like the colors, like the blues and the grays and the whites and greens. Like, this is what I love. Like, it's so, like, it's an artist's wet dream. This movie is just, it's beautiful. And, like, Matt introduced me to, like, this movie series. Or, I say movie series when there's only 2 movies. But I really do love, like, Blade Runner. I'll let the clip
I already had
run.
an IQ test this year. I don't think I've ever had one of
Reaction
these.
time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now answer as quickly as you can.
I should also, I'll explain what's happening in this clip. I'll also get to the request that I got. Basically what's happening, this void comp test. The void comp test is to identify whether or not a person is a replicant. Like, based off of their, like, responses to the test. Like, the thing with replicants is that replicants don't understand, like, hypothetical questions. Like, they're, like, it's like a computer, they're very literate. And you'll understand, what I'm talking about once I let the clip play. Clones of people, technically, kind of. They're more, like, again, they're more like robots. Like, they're kind of like androids or, like, synthetic people. I wouldn't exactly call them clones. But yeah, you'll understand, like, replicants cannot, like, identify hypotheticals, like, they don't understand them, like, they have to be very literal. So you'll understand. Let me let the clip play. I'll stop talking now.
1187 at Unterwasser.
That's the hotel.
What?
Where I live.
Nice place?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Is that part of the
Sure, I
test?
guess.
No. Just warming you up, that's all.
Huh. It's not fancy or anything.
You're in a desert, walking along in the sand when all of a
Is
sudden...
this the test now?
Yes, you're
Here
in
we
a
go.
desert,
This is
walking
what I'm
along in the
talking about.
sand when all of a sudden you
What
look down.
one?
What?
What desert?
Doesn't make any difference what desert. It's completely hypothetical.
But how come I'd be there?
Maybe you're fed up. Maybe you want to be by yourself. Who knows? You look down and you see a tortoise, Leon. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise? What's that?
You know what a turtle is?
Of course.
Beautiful fucking shot. I'm
I've
sorry.
never seen a turtle. But I understand what you mean.
You reach down, you flip the tortoise over on its back, Leon.
Do you make up these questions, Mr. Holden? Or do they write them down for you?
The tortoise lays on its back, its belly baking in the hot sun, beating its legs, trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help. But you're not helping.
What do you mean I'm not helping?
I mean, you're not helping. Why is that, Leon? They're just questions, Leon. In answer to your query, they're written down for me. It's a test designed to provoke an emotional response. Shall we continue? Describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind. About your mother?
My mother?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my mother.
That's not your mother, that's a gun. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with the void comp test. The first fucking comment when I scroll down, that wasn't telling him about his mother, that was a gunshot. Oh, that's... I love this movie. I fed the turtle question into ChatGPT, and it kept saying it doesn't have a physical presence, so it can't go into a desert. Then it yelled at me for flipping the turtle over because it stressed the turtle. I said you flipped it over, and it rage quit and said to change the topic. Bro. ChatGPT not fucking around with that. It wasn't even close to the baseline, SMH. Within cells interlinked. Oh yeah, there's a different, like, Voight-Kampff test in the 2049 movie. Also, if you haven't seen Blade Runner, you've likely seen this woman before. What was her name? Woman. Blade Runner woman. Who is she? Rachel! Rachel. You've likely seen Rachel before. From this one shot. Or, like, this one, like, character from this one shot in the movie. Which is this one. This is a beautiful shot. I love it because the main thing that you can differentiate replicants from humans is that they have this glint in their eyes that you see within, like, animals. And it's so pretty. I love this. Like, the whole movie is just gorgeous. Like, I love it when they can pull off the shots where, like, the eye shot, you can see the eye glint from camera angles. Like, you can even see it within this clip that I played.
Is this the test now?
Yes, you're.
Let me see if I can find that. I saw it within, like, a split moment, and I don't know, I don't want to pass it again. Yeah, there we go. Like, this moment right here, you can see the subtlest glint within the eyes, and it's so good. I love Rachel. She's gorgeous. Beautiful. Mwah. Love this coloring and lighting. Like, I don't know what it is about, like, this scene in particular. Like, I like it when rooms have sort of, like, this foggy look to them. Like, there's this nice, bright blue gradient. It's very soft. The whole movie is just filled with stuff like that. Mwah. Mwah. Love it. I should hold a movie night in chat. Not in chat, but, like, in the Discord server where we can just watch. I'll make everyone watch Blade Runner. I forgot how I got on this tangent. I honestly forgot how we got here. I was talking about cyberpunk at some point. Oh yeah, I was talking about how fucking I wanted to do a cyberpunk, I saw a cyberpunk stream, a cyberpunk themed stream next week. Because I do have a few cyberpunk games. Obviously, Hi-Fi Rush is cyberpunk, and I need to continue playing Hi-Fi Rush. Neo Feud, obviously, there was a cyberpunk game I was talking about. And there's a main reason why I want to do it. But, I don't want to spoil it. Like, this thumbnail that I made, like, this blue outline is your big clue as to why I need some money for something. Okay, now I'll get to drawing Gremlin-Fi on a Roomba. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Let me actually get my Gremlin-Fi reference sheet, if I can find it within this sea of images that I have saved. Oh, there it is. I love Hatsune Miku. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Thank you for the $3. Sorry, I went off on a tangent again. I didn't mean to do that. I just remembered I honestly apologize about that weird Minecraft post. I have no idea what you're talking about. What did you do? Miku Miku Bee. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna watch a video. Hatsune Miku, you need to shut up. I'm playing a video.
You're about to join us on a mall vlog. We're going to be dressed completely in Dobby and toga, so that's going to be interesting. It's not sponsored. I just literally want to.
I'll turn that down because it's very loud for
care about
chat.
My health. I know that a lot of you probably would like to care more about your health or already do and want to be on a good protein powder. You can buy boba pearls from Boba Tea Protein. You can buy freaking popping pearls from Boba Tea Protein, which you can pair with.
I have the video playing down here so I can see.
We're filming so we have enough energy because this is awesome. If you have a hard time with like protein powder,
Meant that one post with the old nether. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't see that.
The most delicious protein powder I've ever had. Also, Aster.
I need to look at what the fuck a Roomba looks like.
But she's never liked really the protein powder that
Roomba.
I've gotten, but she's been having Boba Tea protein powder every single morning.
Circle. It's a circle. Cool.
It's a win-win. Healthy and it tastes like Boba Tea. Ooh. That's babies daily. Anyway, yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you at the mall.
Here, chat. I'll show you this one thing. It's called cheating.
Made to the Park Meadows Mall. Oh my.
Do it in art, not with your partner.
God. I'm like scared. I saw a video of someone doing a TikTok at this mall. And then
Not a TikTok.
Right in the way just because he was mad he was recording. But also there's a lot of anime nerd stores, so could be a good reception, could be a bad reception, who knows?
And we'll...
I've already seen one mall goth, so that's good. It's a good
Mall goth.
beige. Beige. Wow.
Maybe the Roomba should be bigger, because
Aesthetic, like cabin aesthetic.
that's not what I wanted to do. Transform, there we go.
Yeah.
Is that Freddy Fazbear? Oh yeah, well, I wanted to,
No, not the most exciting hour.
Angry, I want to say that I do not know what the hell you're talking about. Whatever you did, I didn't see it, and likely do not care. Or that, or I don't fucking remember, therefore, it's fine.
He's so cute. Why? Oh my god. Why is he so cute? Alright. Well, that was chill. Jesus.
Do it with your art, not your partner. Such an inspirational quote. cheating. Do it with your art and not your partner.
And the worker said, "Yo, Dobby."
Yo, dog.
The Dobby edit that they had just seen. Yeah.
That reminds me of the fucking TikTok guy where it's just like, we got flow. Yeah, dog.
Let's go.
We got flow.
Good experiences, Lush. For these? Yeah. Yeah.
You need that.
Okay.
I want to eat that. I want to eat that. And
Mm.
that. And that.
Look at these peaches. Whoa.
They're the peachiest.
I keep forgetting that I have oranges on the side.
Man, like 15 out of 10 would eat. Oh my god. Oh,
I'll actually turn the opacity down because it's gonna fuck with me if I don't.
the temptation to just go in there. That's where you recruit for the league. Yeah. That's the League of Villains store. Yeah. Actually. Oh, whoa, wait.
Face first.
Whoa.
We'll do the we'll do the little face.
We're exploring the outside.
We're exploring.
I like that Phil likes to call these pickle eyebrows.
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Yeah, it's really comfortable. You want to join me?
No.
No?
I don't think I'd be able to get back up, and I'm wearing a skirt.
Alright. Alright. I don't need your help.
I mean, they're kind of pickle-ish.
You're doing such a good
Look
job.
at me, it's pickle fly.
I'm done. I did it.
Look at me, Morty. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm already hating this. This eyebrow's too big.
The ladies inside the
Die.
are like, what the? It's huge.
Angles. I hate
Give me a
angles.
nice, like, 10-second look. Like,
What the fuck?
wait, who's that?
Oh, that's
Who's the weird gravy?
jump scare.
It's cute. We're gonna taste some. Because we have an espresso sheet and we didn't.
Look, guys, pickle fly.
This one Velveeta, and it's cereal and sweet.
Yeah, I'm trying a seasonal flavor. I love my flavored coffee.
I'd also come into these.
I like her little tooth. Her little tooth.
Okay, cool. Well, it's another seasonal one. Dang.
I feel like anytime we go into a store, people like kind of suss us out and bring attention to us immediately, and they were just like super nice.
Yeah,
They're kind of like,
no, that's literally what it is that they're like, have a nice day, thanks for coming in. Like,
it did be prom season.
Boomer lead paint stir.
Yeah, we did get a lead paint stare. We get a lot of stares.
I know it's for kids, but what about
Here.
Money.
Yeah.
I can buy whatever I want. They can't.
She has such a weird face.
It's like Android.
I haven't drawn her in a bit, so sorry that it looks like shit. All my drawings do. You're gonna make bad art, and that's okay.
I could.
You can't both have broken.
No. Both of you for trusting me with yours.
Everybody keeps complimenting my hair. And
I love how Phil is like, I want you to draw your own version of Phi so it'll be easier to draw. And it's not, it's never fucking easy.
that part, which is true.
Yes.
Phi is a pain in the bitch to draw. Yeah, she's a pain in the bitch to draw.
Yeah. You're still drinking that coffee?
And I hate her.
I'm
Would I kill her with bricks? Yeah.
Thank you.
Your style isn't.
I hate drawing this motherfucker.
That's so funny.
But Phil pays me like,
Dude,
I don't
this is
know,
great. And then there's
$100 to like draw this motherfucker, so I'm like, I have no problems anymore. It's fine. I'll do whatever you want for money.
Ah. I'm vlogging it. I gotta vlog it.
Also, I want to say that my version of Phi, her little hoge is not attached to her head. It is a floating
That is a
mass.
shiny floor.
I know first world problem. It's actually falling down.
Just want to say that Gremlin Phi looks so huggable and I love her. Thank you.
Shady race.
I tried to make her
Better
as
than Dobby? I think it's better than Dobby. We already know that's not your
like that as possible.
No, that's a better name for me.
Gotcha, you're right.
It's summer, therefore kids are driving their fucking bikes and ringing their bells, and I have to listen to it. I'm like an old woman, but just confided to my bedroom. You damned kids and your bells.
A little sippy.
Oh, that looks better.
She's getting a little sippy. See this right here? This is the face of when she wants to get something real bad or she's really considering it. And then this is when I go, get it. What is it? Oh.
Smell it. You have to smell it.
Okay.
That legit sounds like a quote Fi would go by. I'll do anything if you give me money for it.
Strawberries.
I want one.
Sakura.
Yeah.
Did you
She
smell
sounds like that kind of bitch.
a blooming tea?
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like
Put her more down here. I thought she was gonna be bigger, but no. She just got a big head.
in our boba carriers.
I'll put her more down here. I forgot. I keep forgetting.
Cow.
Okay.
The Bidoof. We need him.
I know we need him. Capybara. Dude, I do.
Her hands are like big, but her arms get tinier. I like that kind of character design,
Another day.
and that's why I put it in. I told Phil that I didn't want her hands to be just like nubs, because he was like, "Oh yeah, for Gremlin Fi,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for Gremlin Fi, why don't you give her like nubs like your character?" I'm like, "No,
Oh, hey, what you cosplaying? Oh, hey,
nah,
cosplayer.
I'm giving her mittens
Just like, oh, you cosplaying.
with
Hi.
little fingies."
Just chill. Slow, dead, and chill.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about your face or anything either.
No. No one's pointed at it, said anything about it. That's
You're gonna make him insecure. You're gonna make him insecure if you don't bully him for his looks.
again. Man staring, I look at him, he go,
What? Like a majority of the time, it looks like cat paws.
thank you.
And I think
don't know what he said.
that really plays into her whole gremlin design, because I really did base her like off of like cat features. Like she has the cat mouth, a little tooth.
Yeah, those are so cool. Oh, the succulents.
This is the succulents, and those are tiny plants up there. I also like that.
That's really cool.
Angles are weird. I'm actually gonna bring the head down just a little more.
Okay.
Make it look like she's just like really crouching down.
Okay, feelings, is it?
Gremlin Fi on a Roomba.
Think of a new one now?
Yeah.
You can't clean the trash if the trash is on top of the
Okay,
Roomba.
Sinji, let me have one.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize you were.
Sorry, this is gonna look like utter ass.
Hold one of them.
I hope that Shoto never dies.
Well, you said it out loud, so now it won't happen.
It will. Hello?
I just had to compliment you.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's sexy for me.
thank you.
I have that effect on people.
I wish you could capture the
Erase that there.
Okay, so we're on the escalator, right? She slid down those escalators. I don't think we were the sexy ones. I think she was the sexy one.
I don't even know if I can mimic it.
Yeah.
She walks so like.
Yeah.
There we go. Accurate Fi size. Roomba.
Great.
Yo, when I was going down
Or at least Gremlin Fi size.
times now, going up, and they like.
Y'all know the story of how I originally had the idea for her model to be in a can, but I decided against it because she would be too small.
From the lady working at the ramen shop. What'd she do? She was literally like, I can't even make the face. She had that like.
So I put her in like a barrel instead, like a keg of
But like
a keg of soda.
Whoa, whoa.
No, you're good.
We'll call that a fiber,
She was staring at the ground and running, so that's a great strategy.
not to be confused
Another
with
one.
fiber.
I think these contacts might be a little like.
We'll call that a fiber.
No, because it's funny. Because like, even the people who knew who we were, they're like, "Oh, Dobby." Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was originally going to put her in like a soda can because that's my whole thing. Like, oh yeah, I made the funny soda. But I was like, that's a little too small. I don't want her to be that small.
Okay. We'll see you in the next.
So I put her in like a keg of soda instead. Like a barrel keg.
Bye.
Video over, I can change it now. Let me turn back on Hatsune Miku while I look for something else to put on. I'm just making sure it's okay with you. Can I put her in the blender? Yeah. She deserves it. What the fuck? I keep seeing this manga panel around, and I want to say that it's my favorite manga, like, panel everywhere. Like, I see this all the time. There's a cat! I love it when mangakas draw cats like this, just like, doot doot, no mouth, no anything, just, oh, cat. We get the shape. That's a cat. I love cat. It's a cat, but instead of being playful, a pain in the ass. I mean, yeah, that's just cat. You should know what you're getting into if you're getting a cat like that. What the fuck you think this is? I love cats. They're so fucking stupid. Hello! What the fuck do you want? Bitch! Draw Isis, my calico. Kitty! I'm being paid to draw Kitty! Thank you for the $3! I don't know what Isis looks like, so I'm gonna draw Kitty. You said calico, that's all I need to know. I don't know how Isis looks. Iris. Why did I say Isis? Iris. I'm stupid. Don't look at me. Kibby, that's a cat. Close enough. There is a cat. Iris. Oh no. Oh, I'm awful. I should get a popsicle. It's already getting hot in my room. If you guys want a tip to keep your, like, room and house cold during the summer, open all the windows and open all the doors. Not doors to the outside, but just, like, let the, air flow throughout the house. I normally just close my door whenever, like, I'm playing video games with friends, or, like, I'm in a voice call, or I'm streaming, because I don't want anyone to, like, walk it by and see me doing all this. Not that my desk is, like, can be seen if you, like, just look in, but, like, I don't want people looking at me while I'm doing my thing. And even with the window open right now, I'm starting to sweat. I should probably get a popsicle. If you want to know Iris's current status, she stole Apollo's bed. Bitch. To be expected. I need some hydration. And by hydration, I mean I'm gonna eat some of my oranges because they're gonna get stale. That adds a little bit of crunch to them. I shouldn't have said stale, I meant like dried out. Women, am I right? I hate women. And I can say that on my channel because I am a woman. Women. Oh yeah. There's this clip of one of my favorite wrestlers where he just says women. And there's like there's like a bit of a long pause in between what he says next. And I have that as a clip. I have that as a clip saved on my computer because I think it's so fucking funny. Just women. Like, me too, dude. Miku-chan. I wonder if I can get a Sakura Miku figure at this year's Comic-Con. Make it a donation. So true, so inspiring. Funny you say that. The wrestler's gimmick, or his past gimmick, was literally being inspirational. His name was Bo Dallas. I love Bo Dallas. I miss Bo Dallas. He was my favorite. I literally, right now, I have an 8-page script for a video I plan to make on Bo Dallas. It's 8 pages long so far. About to be 9. Like, to tell you why, just a little reason why I love this man and the gimmick that he had as this very naive and kind, quote unquote kind gimmick that he played was that he was a part of this tag team stable with like 3 other tag team wrestlers, and they were doing like a promotional thing or whatever. They were like shooting some sort of like commercial, and these are like all outtakes, and the main thing was like them saying, "Oh, what are you waiting for?" Like the other wrestler that was with them, Curtis, he would point at the camera and go, "What are you waiting for?" And on one of the takes, when he asked that, Bo just pipes up and goes, "I'm waiting for marriage." I love this man. I fucking love Bo Dallas. Anyway, let me see. Now for my real request. Draw Wally Darling from Hello... Why did I almost say Hello Neighbor? I mean, welcome home! Not Hello Neighbor. Wally Darling from Hello Neighbor. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stop fucking talking. I can't. This character has such a specific face. That I'm like, if I ever see this face on another character, I just think of, oh, that's that yellow bitch. Also, I'm gonna say it, I'm sorry, he looks like Marge Simpson. And don't tell me I'm wrong. Like, you're gonna tell me, you're gonna show this motherfucker to me and be like, yeah, that's Wally, darling. I'm like, no, that's Marge Simpson, bitch. That is the first thing that I heard about Wally, is that he looks like Marge Simpson. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, guys. You can listen to Miku while I go to the fucking bathroom. Give me a sec.
And now, it's time for that moment you've been waiting for. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Miku Miku.
Okay, I'm back. Whew. Too much hydration. Let me read the chat. Oh, you're right. It's Marge, but sexy man. Tumblr sexy man, 100%. I wouldn't call Wally Darling a Tumblr sexy man. You don't know what the staple of a Tumblr sexy man is. Because Wally Darling isn't it. You want to know what Tumblr sexy man at least Tumblr sexy man used to be? A Tumblr sexy man, like, these are the staples of Tumblr sexy men. Any of the doctors would count. But this was the staple of Tumblr sexy man, the fucking one-slur. Like, the suit, the tie, top hat, evil. Like, those were Tumblr sexy men pillars. Literally any of Vivzy Pop's characters are Tumblr sexy men. Is this a chart alignment of the sexy men? It's a checklist, I guess. But literally any Tumblr sexy men were like, they had to have suits, a top hat, some sort of tie or bow tie. Like, they had to be like classy in order to fit into the Tumblr sexy man's like stereotype. But now you have Sans and Reagan from Mob Psycho. Nagito is right there, what do you mean? I fucking hate Nagito, I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Nagito's a bitch. I literally do not like Nagito. He's so fucking annoying. And I don't understand how people can find him attractive after all the bullshit he did. Quick question, are you still gonna hunt me down? I already forgot what I was gonna hunt you down for, so... And if you remind me, I'll do it. I'm gonna sneeze. I guess not, never mind. I fucking hate it when that happens. Ugh, my nose. But goddamn, is he a fun motherfucker. I mean, he makes things happen, I guess. Not in a good way. I would kill him. I would get executed for it, but everyone would thank me. Like, the only Danganronpa character that matters is Gundam Tanaka, so... Actually, I will. You know what? On the talk of Tumblr sexy men, I will talk about the Tumblr sexy man war. And by talk about the Tumblr sexy man war, I will put on a video of Colleen Does Things talking about the great Tumblr sexy man war.
At least he has a nose. I could even see King Candy over Turbo, but you had to go with the skeleton face. Never mind, it makes sense.
Wheatley, what spicy fanfic job do you want?
I don't get the Reagan thirst. Those soulless beady eyes keep throwing.
Yeah, I don't get how Reagan is sexy. He looks generic.
And we're back in 3, 2... Hello, lovely listener. I hope you're you're well. I've returned from a 3-week vacation / break abroad, and I'm feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, inspired. Before I left, I actually was going through a pretty bad case of burnout. I actually recorded like 10 videos that I still haven't gotten around to editing yet. They'll be out eventually. Wasn't in the best mindset, unfortunately, but I'm feeling much better now. However, while I was away, a very big piece of news dropped. Something really, really big. Queen Elizabeth II died and was potentially reincarnated as
Oh my
Richard Pierce's
God.
baby. Oh yeah,
Huh?
and the Great Tumblr Sexy Man War of 2022 went down. Guess which piece of news I heard about first? While I was in the Colosseum learning about how gladiators used to square up, the real gladiators of fan culture were squaring up in this poll. The Tumblr Sexy Man Showdown is a semi-annual
God, his
poll
hair is
determining
weird.
who is the ultimate Tumblr Sexy Man or
Echo, what the
person. If you don't know what a
fuck?
Tumblr Sexy Man is, then here is a brief description. Basically, Tumblr Sexy Men are unconventional characters that the internet, or Tumblr more specifically, decides are desirable for whatever reason. If they can be drawn as a white beanpole, then congratulations, you've got yourself a potential Tumblr Sexy Man. It is Battle Royale style, where people will vote for their favorite Tumblr Sexy Man.
His hair's gotta be
two
bigger,
options,
like
and the one
that.
that wins will move on to the next round. And
There
so
we go.
until we're left with only 2 sexy men to face off against each other.
His
It
hair is
a
weird.
voting system.
Fire
Tumblr
shirts.
Sexy Man democracy. We're not monsters, people. While it did occur earlier this year with Ida Cloth.
You don't get that reference, then you're probably too young to be on this fucking channel.
This time
Or
around,
you just
it got
don't know who Game Grumps
really
are.
intense. Now, if you're aware of this poll, then you know what went down in the final round and who won and who the runner-up was.
His head
But
is weird.
I didn't get to see
Fire
all the
shirt.
prior rounds to this, so we're gonna go in and see what exactly went down before the final showdown. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna have a play-by-play of each round up until the final boss battle. You may or may not be surprised by the end result, but there are unexpected gems abound this journey. And because of how widespread this poll ended up being
Welcome
across
to the
Twitter, this
underground.
kind of kicked off a whole
How are
trend
your
where a bunch of
balls?
things are just thrown together in a battle royale. From trying to determine the ultimate fictional gay ship to the ultimate fandom,
Oh,
there
no.
have been several notable
When-
polls that have emerged
Echo, when
from
you
this
put
trend
the
that
when he
I
falls
think
down, that's all I could think of was just welcome to the
I
underground.
was on vacation. The sexy
How are your
Okay,
balls?
Let's get into it.
Round 1. Fight.
So looking at our
Oh, these eyes are
lineup,
difficult.
I know the majority of these guys. Unfortunately,
A
there
Pompadour
are a few that
Swiss
I'm not terribly
roll.
familiar with, but we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. Notes. I
Bro,
hate
that's
some of
straight up
these
just a
characters,
pomp.
and I hope they get obliterated. Winner will be taken to Baskin Robbins and given a small cone, my treat. I hope.
Is he gonna go Josuke on me if I ask what the hell is up with his
Mystery
hair?
Tales Animated versus Professor Venomous from OKKO.
If I call his hair stupid, he's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Animated was a Tumblr Sexy Man. I don't know why I didn't see it before. And as for Professor Venomous, I don't know how or why, but somehow a bunch of lewd edits of him ended up on my dashboard, which...
How'd you like to join Daddy at work today?
Ooh.
Oh my, no comment. And the winner between Lewis Pepper from Mystery Schools Animated and Professor Venomous from OKKO is Professor Venomous by a wide margin.
Whee!
R.I.P. Lewis. Oh wait, you're already dead. Next round, Guzma from Pokemon versus Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. I remember this dude. I remember when this guy
Oh,
was seen, everyone
Guzma.
was like, oh my god, wait, he's actually really cute. To me, he kind of looks like your local Denny's parking lot drug dealer, but maybe that's just part of his charm. Jesus Christ.
Guzma's
the
hot.
that
What the
comes
fuck
right
are you
after
talking
Guzma
about?
Pokemon is Guzma X Reader. Y'all love this crusty man, don't you? And Bill Cipher.
Guzma isn't crusty. You're
One
mean.
of the OGs. A blueprint. By God, the amount of Bill Cipher fan art I've seen in my lifetime.
Oh
Human
my
Bill
God, his
Cipher,
eyes are gonna
Monster Bill Cipher,
bug
safer work
me.
Bill Cipher, not safer work Bill Cipher could fill a very, very cursed art gallery. But I digress. The winner between Guzma from Pokemon and Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls is Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls.
Of course
Honestly,
he'd
no
win.
surprise. R.I.P. Guzma, you put up a good fight, but these are the big leagues. Next round, we have the Warden from Super Jail versus Almond Cookie from Cookie Run. The only reason I vaguely know who the Warden is because I follow a cosplayer on TikTok who cosplays him, but I know next to nothing about this once-they're knockoff. Oh, but Almond Cookie. I know a fair amount about Almond Cookie, or as he's more commonly known as, the Dilf Cookie. The Dilfy? No. The The Dilfkey. Let's go with the Dilfkey. I've seen enough
Dilfkey.
to be like, yeah, I get the appeal. And the winner between the Warden from Super Jail and Almond Cookie from Cookie Run is Almond Cookie, with 69% of the votes going to
Fuck yeah, Almond Cookie.
Next, we have the Onceler from the Lorax versus Megamind from Megamind. Peak Tumblr Sexy Man. Dare I say, the Tumblr Sexy Man. We are still feeling the effects of his reign over Tumblr today. Versus Megamind, who...
I would go with Megamind.
Sexy man, all right. Very charming, though. You gotta love him. He's like manic theater kid energy mixed with Dawn dish soap. And
like, who would you go with? Fucking Onceler or Megamind? Megamind killed him! Megamind killed the Onceler!
Listen, when I first heard of this poll, I was not expecting the Onceler to win in the landslide, but I did expect him to make it to the semifinals at the very least, not lose out in the first round. Are you kidding me? I guess Megamind was just too sexy. Holy shit. It's not a big margin win. I mean,
it would be really funny just to leave his face like that.
I kind of want to lay down
but I won't.
For a second. Well, alright, next round. Sans Undertale versus Junkrat from Overwatch. The Under versus Overwatch.
I don't get the appeal for Junkrat. I've played against a lot of Junkrats in Overwatch 2, and I fucking want to kill him.
Sans Undertale and Junkrat is Sans with 88%. Alright.
Why is his tongue all the way up there? What the fuck is wrong with him?
From Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared versus Black Hat from Villainous.
His eyes are a little too far apart.
Talking Clock became a Tumblr sexy man. Like, do people just look at him and be like, yeah, I'd that? Black Hat, it's like, okay, I get it. But Tony? Really? Like, not even like one of the other anthropomorphic animal things? Like, the clock? Maybe it's just that dulcet voice and those long, long limbs.
Megamind, no dips once or to be honest. Oh, is this the hottest bracket? Oh no, this is the great Tumblr Sexy Man War of 2022.
Looks like this clock's time has run out. Next up, we've got King Dice from Cuphead versus Raymond from Animal Crossing. I haven't seen many people winning against Raymond. Like, that whole craze for him is still so
Raymond, oh no. Okay, in that case, I'm surprised Megamind won over the Onceler. I'm surprised too, but be realistic. Would you go with the Onceler over Megamind? The Megamind would kill the Onceler within, like, 5 seconds of meeting him.
And Cozy Raymond, Maid Outfit Raymond, and the winner between King Dice and Raymond is King Dice! Holy I guess I rolled poorly on that guess. Next up, we have Wheatley from Portal 2 versus Dog.
Wheatley was the Tumblr Sexy Man? Oh wait, I forgot about humanized Wheatley. Never mind.
Robot. And immediately as I say this, I realize I should be more specific. The winner of Wheatley versus Doc Ock is Wheatley! Hello, my futuristic lover. Next up, we have Nagi.
I love Wheatley. I date him.
Rampa versus Dr. Habit from Smile for Me. I have never heard of this man. Kamida is infamous, though. Even as someone who hasn't played Danganronpa, he's.
I fucking hate Kamida. I'd kill him.
Face man just to get a win over Kamida. I will become the.
I hate Kamida, man.
The chaos I will incur from this.
Like he used the dehydration. No humanized. Ball. Listen, he's British.
Cecil Gershwin Palmer from Welcome to Night Vale.
British is all I need.
Slenderman. So the problem I see here is that because Welcome to Night Vale is an auditory media and there's so many interpretations of what Cecil looks like, we don't really have a single front to unite behind. Like, the beauty of Tumblr Sexy Man is that there's so many iterations, but there is still like that singular original form that is unconventionally attractive for whatever reason to people. Cecil, unfortunately, does not have that original form. He just has the variations. You have to have
this yellow motherfucker is hard to draw.
Slenderman, while he doesn't talk,
never again, you. Only for Echo.
He is the textbook definition of a Tumblr sexy man. I love Cecil. I love all the renditions of him, but my vote has to go.
There we go.
This one. And the winner of Cecil Gershwin Palmer versus Slenderman is Slenderman! You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it. By 72%. Jeez, sorry, Cecil. Next up, we have Jack Skellington.
I wanted to
from
make
The
his
Nightmare Before Christmas versus
the last name
Turbo
all
from
fancy
Wreck-It Ralph.
looking. We'll put him down here.
Turbo is a Tumblr sexy man? Like,
Turbo, the fucking snail?
I could even see King Candy over Turbo, but you had to go with the skeleton face. Never mind, it makes sense. I mean, if we're going off of beanpoleness and height, then Jack Skellington has a very clear advantage.
I want to post the FIBA on Twitter.
But Jack Skellington just has it going on. He can sing well, he's dapper, he's the Pumpkin King. I think a lot
I love Jack Skellington. He's an idiot, but I love him.
touch of unhingedness that borders like cosmic horror. Turbo is just a washed-up old little man in a race.
Sorry if I'm
which I
spamming
know
about
there
well,
are
you know,
plenty of
it's
other
fine.
sexy men that are even weirder or more sad than that. But I mean, compared to Jack Skellington, come on. Jack Skellington. Come on, we gotta do Hot Topic proud. And the winner of Jack Skellington versus Turbo is Jack Skellington. Whoop-de-doo. Turbo. No. Sorry, sweetie, there's only room for one short skeleton-esque figure here. Ingo from Pokemon versus Bruno Madrigal from Encanto. Oh.
Bruno
This one's hard.
Madrigal?
Bruno checks off a lot of the core tenets of being a Tumblr sexy man, but Ingo has that big hat.
Oh no, Turbo from
The power of the
fucking...
big hat cannot be underestimated here. Will the power of Pokemon prevail?
They were talking about
Or
Turbo
will we talk about
from,
Bruno? Let's find out.
Wreck-It
The winner
Ralph.
of
I'm
Ingo
stupid.
versus Bruno is Ingo! Sorry, Bruno. In my heart was rooting for you. Purple Guy / William Afton / Vincent /
Oh my God.
whatever from Five Nights at Freddy's versus Spampton from Deltarune. Just on principle, I'm rooting for Spampton. At least he has a nose. And is it bad that I just kind of like Spampton as a character? I mean, it's Spampton.
Someone
Jeez,
likes a man who
Spampton.
doesn't take care of
Hang him up
himself.
and
They like him a
like
little
not-
dingy.
Oh god, does that make Spampton my blorbo? Let's not think about that. The winner of Purple Guy versus
Yeah,
Spampton
Tumblr fucks with a man who doesn't
is Spampton.
fuck with
Jeez,
himself.
Spampton. This was a really weird round, but I am pleased with the result. Next up, we have Alistair from Has Been Hotel versus Loki from
Oh god.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So, the easy answer would be Loki wins. Loki is one of the original Tumblr sexy men. But I know Has Been Hotel fans. I know how dedicated they can be, and I don't want to count them out of this race. It's like the residual old power that's been ruling for forever versus the Dark Horse. And I can very clearly see the appeals of both. I mean, Loki is Loki, come on. And Alistair's got that DeviantArt OC energy with like a pinch of Tim Burton and like some edginess and charm. And the winner of Alistair versus Loki is Loki. The old guard reigns true. Next up, we have Reagan from Mob Psycho.
Also,
100
Tumblr likes men who wouldn't
Beetlejuice
like them
from Beetlejuice. I'm
because
sorry.
they like men.
So sorry. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen Mob Psycho 100 yet, but I
Also, you guys listen to
get
this
the
while I go get a
reasons.
popsicle.
Like, I get it, but I don't. I can understand. I've seen the edits, and it's a Far Cry better than a lot of the other options on here, but I just don't fully grasp it. Maybe it's just his face. I don't know. The art style's not really like my typical cup of tea, so it's like totally not his fault that I don't thirst after him, but yeah, it's not doing it for me. Perhaps I just need to get jump scared with some more lewd fan art and I'll change my mind. And Beetlejuice is like a scroungly guy. I can appreciate his musical numbers, but he's stinky. At least Reagan showers, I hope. And the winner of Reagan versus Beetlejuice is Reagan! Good job, Reagan, good job. And for our final preliminary match, we have Hero Brine versus Ben Ray from Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. What the f? And the winner of Hero Brine versus Ben Ray is Hero Brine. He's from Minecraft, what do you expect? Next phase of the tournament.
Round 2. Fight.
The ranks are thinning out. First up, we've got Professor Venomous versus Bill Cipher. The raw sexual energy of Professor Villainous versus the what the f that is Bill Cipher. Both have their unique brand of charm, their own quirks, but only one can come out on top. I mean, unless you want to pair them up and have them switch off. I mean, it's totally valid too. But as for who's the sexier Tumblr sexy man between these two, the winner is...
Back. with
Cypher.
coldness.
I'm sorry, Professor Venomous, but you just can't compete with an Eldritch Dorito. I will keep an eye out for Professor Venomous X Bill Cypher art, though. Next, we've got Almond Cookie versus Megamind. Almond Cookie to Megamind feels almost like a spectrum. Like, I don't know what it would measure exactly, but on a scale of Almond Cookie to Megamind, how blank are you? Feel free to make your own version of that in the comments. But the winner of Almond Cookie versus Megamind is...
If you don't know what the hell that I have on the background, it's the Great Tumblr Sexy Man War of 2022.
Megamind is doing. I mean, I love the guy, but I didn't see him winning against these opponents with very intense cult followings. I'm sorry to Almond Cookie, though. I mean, the fan art for him is pretty yummy. Next, we've got...
Okay, Almond Cookie, yeah, he is very hot. Hot detective, man.
I mean,
I'd kiss him.
Cool hat going for you, but it's Sans Undertale. Pea shooter versus bazooka. Love how I keep calling
Sans Undertale.
Say Sans. I just like saying Sans Undertale. The winner between Sans Undertale versus Black Hat.
I like that we call him Sans Undertale as if Undertale is his last name.
Undertale. Goodbye, Black Hat. You will not be missed. Next up, we've got King Dice versus Wheatley. Yet another weird 1v1 I want to put on a spectrum. Like, on a scale of King Dice to Wheatley, are you...
I love Wheatley.
Wheatley, what spicy fanfic job do you want?
Part of me really wants to root for Wheatley because he's a giant robotic ball and I find it funny, but I can't lie. King Dice is not my
I do
favorite
have a
type of
genuine
sexy
crush on
man
Wheatley.
the imagination,
I fucking
but
love Wheatley.
I'm not mad. And the winner of King Dice versus Wheatley is King Dice by 54%. Ouch. Next, we've got Komaida versus Slenderman. I would not want
Kill
to
him,
be out of a
Slenderman. Kill him.
room with either of these two, let alone together. Mom, could you pick me up? I'm scared. No, nobody brought drugs to the
If you're hydrated, then I won't hunt you down.
Man showdown. I just want to see these two fight. And the winner of Komaida
Wheatley, the portal robot? Yes. And Komaida won against Slenderman?
Next, we've got Jack Skellington versus
I hate
Ego.
this.
In my mind, these are both just fancily dressed men, and I can't for the life of me decide which would overtake the other. Like, Jack Skellington has nostalgia and Hot Topic on his side, but Ingo has the hat. Well, the winner between Jack Skellington
See you later,
and
Echo.
Ingo is...
I understand GLaDOS, but Wheatley? What do you mean, Wheatley? What do you mean by that?
1%. That was close. Next, we have Spamton versus Loki. This is a very powerful matchup. We've got Loki, who's kind of a sexy man classic and embodies all of the aesthetically pleasing qualities of being a Tumblr sexy man. And then we've got Spamton, which embodies
I don't know
weird
why
bits and bobs and
Komaida's so
quirks that
fucking
make
popular
Tumblr sexy men
when he's the most annoying piece of shit that could ever have existed. Aside from Kokichi.
The winner of Spamton versus Loki is Spamton. Jesus.
How the fuck did Spamton win against Loki?
Loki is not coming back from this one. Sorry, Loki. Even with all your variants, you are no match for the raw sexual energy of this. And closing up this round of matches, we have
Spamton's just a little guy.
Hero Brine. I gotta learn the right way to say that. The winner between Reagan
Hero Brine.
Hero Brine is Reagan by 69%. Nice. I knew that Reagan was popular and that he is a Class A Tumblr sexy man, but again, I just don't quite grasp his appeal, and so part of me is a little surprised.
Like, that's just a man with cock and balls.
But again, shame on
I guess sometimes that's all a woman needs.
Next round of mashups.
Or a man. I don't know. People who decide Tumblr sexy men are usually white women.
Bill Cypher versus Megamind. Blue Will Ferrell, I'm sorry, I think this is where you leave us. How can you expect to compete with this? The winner of Bill Cypher versus Megamind is Bill Cypher with 53%. It was close.
Bill Cypher's a fucking pyramid, dude.
King Dice. The winner between these two is Sans Undertale with 76%. King Dice, you're sleeping with the fishes. Next, we've got Komaida versus Ingo. The winner of this matchup is Ingo. I was not expecting that. If only
Kill
he
him.
had, maybe he would have done better. Still though, Ingo must have like a really dedicated fan
Yeah,
base,
just
but
look at Bill,
the
those
score actually
angles,
is
man.
for best upset. And the last matchup for this round is Spampton versus Reagan. Again, if this wasn't a Tumblr Sexy Man showdown, I would love to see these two fight each other. I think it'd be really funny. You know, I think I'm starting to realize why Reagan is as successful a Tumblr Sexy Man as he is. He embodies an attribute of Tumblr Sexy Men I totally forgot to mention. I don't mean to say rude,
what is that?
he is so plain appearance-wise, just like off the cuff, you see him and you're like, oh, it's a dude in like a suit. And
That is a man with cock and balls.
just a guy. But that almost acts like a baseline, and he's essentially a blank canvas with plenty of room for artistic interpretation to turn him into the sexiest man alive if you wanted to. And so, the winner between Spampton and Reagan is...
Reagan from Mob Psycho is just cock and... That is a man with cock and balls.
Once again, like Spampton versus Loki, we kind of have the duality of Tumblr Sexy Men here.
Round 4. Fight!
Oh boys, semifinals.
You sure you got those? Yeah, I
First
checked.
matchup is a doozy. It's Sans Undertale versus Bill Cipher. Two of the OG Tumblr Sexy Men. This hurts. I already know who wins, and it still hurts. This is like pitting brothers in arms against each other. It's tragic. Well, cast your votes in. The winner.
Like, I love those posters, just like, oh, that guy, this is such my cute little meow meow, and it's a man with cock and balls.
But I know we'll meet again some sunny day. God, that killed the 2013 Tumblr Kid Inside Me. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, the semifinals had a lot more vote input than the other rounds. The other rounds had like 2K to 6K per match in each round. But yeah, for Bill versus Sans, we got 22,000 votes, and it only gets explosively bigger. Next round, we have Ingo versus Reagan. I'm looking at Reagan's face too, and like, as I'm zooming way up on that picture of Reagan, I'm getting there. I can see it. I really can. It's just those soulless, beady eyes keep throwing me off. The winner between Ingo versus Reagan is Reagan.
Final round. Fight!
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The final
I love Reagan,
showdown.
but not like
Who
that,
is the
but
ultimate
he's like my
Tumblr Sexy
man.
Man?
I don't know
Sans
I don't know
versus
Mob
Reagan.
Psycho.
Are you ready to know who won? I don't know if you are, because what happened next was a storybook finish. At first glance,
Sans Undertale won.
50 split smack down the middle. But upon further inspection, one of these contestants has a 0.1% lead. The winner of the Tumblr Sexy Man Showdown.
My brother in Christ used to absolutely, you should watch it. I don't know.
Undertale. But wait, it gets even better.
There's only like very few animes that I tend to gravitate towards. I never really gravitated towards animes like Mob Psycho or like what's that one show called? Do Da 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 or anything like that. I don't know. I'm more into like slice of life anime. Like I like Beastars, Agretzko. Never mind that those are all anthropomorphic shows. Like those two are anthropomorphic animes. Don't read too much into it. But like
other Tumblr Sexy Men to make it further.
I like shows like Trigun, which is like Western, cyberpunk, Cowboy Bebop. I like Your Lie in April. Like animes. I mean, I did like Dragon Ball. I really liked Dragon Ball. I couldn't finish Naruto because I got a little bit bored after the tournament just took a stop. Well, I'm responding to a text. You should watch One Piece? No. No. Another one that I like. Comey Can't Communicate. I'm so happy that Comey got adapted into an anime. I love Comey. It's like animes like that, like slice of life crap that I'm like, ooh, I want it. I love slice of life anime. Like just recently, I finished watching what's adapted of Spy Family. I fucking love Spy Family. I loved Spy Family so much. One of the only animes ever that can consistently make me cry over just how sweet the family is and how the characters interact with each other. Like, I want them to work so bad. I love Spy Family. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I did love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Didn't cry though. Like, it fucked me up because of course it will. It's cyberpunk. In the cyberpunk genre, it's only tragedies. Do you know Elmer's glue and Warden cheese? Well, today I learned their mascots, Bull and Cow, are canonically married. Not joking. Now that's funny. Actually, unironically, if you like slice of life, Daily Lives of High School Boys is one of the funniest anime I've ever seen. I need to watch more anime, man. Like, I was so on the fence with Spy Family for a while until, like, recently, because I needed, like, an anime face claim for my cyberpunk character, Masao Itami, because I was designing a cute, I wanted to design a cute, professional, and pretty looking character. Like, someone you could see being serious, but also being like, a total, like, ditz airhead, sort of. And I came up, like, I had a whole sheet. This is Masio, by the way. This was my first attempt at her design. This is not her design anymore. This is. And if you're wondering, oh, what's the difference? Well, her eyes are more saturated and they're bigger, and the more slanted appearance for her eyes was to make her look a little bit more like because I made a sketch of her that I liked way better, which was this one. It made her look a lot more professional and menacing, so I applied that to her final design, and she looks a lot better. She has more color in her face. Like, I don't know why I made her so pale on the first try. But I love Masio. She's very fun to play. The main thing with her is that she has like, zero cybernetic enhancements or implants. It's like she's all flesh and bone, and that kind of makes her stand out quite a lot in areas where people are all, like, chromed up. Like, in session 2, actually, we touched upon it, that she has no cybernetic enhancements whatsoever. And this this one, like, maelstrom guy that we were gonna, cause we run a business. This maelstrom guy looked at her, like, he was so fascinated by the fact that she had zero cybernetic enhancements in her. Like, he made my friend Anthony, who is our DM for this campaign, he has such a knack for being unsettling. Like, I was sitting there in my seat as he's describing this character, like, circling mine and just, like, looking at her, observing her, like, even, like, touching her in order to see, like, if she has even the sliver of, like, chrome in her body. And I'm sitting there, my heart is pounding because I know I can die in this campaign. Like, campaigns with Matt, very forgiving. Like, your character isn't guaranteed to die unless you want them to die. But with Anthony, you die if you fuck up. And the whole thing was like, you know, why don't you have cybernetic enhancements? Like, what's the deal with that? And Masio, her firm belief in the cyberpunk campaign is that cybernetic enhancements should only ever be used for people with like disabilities or people who like can't walk or who have lost limbs and everything. And so that she believes that since she's like perfectly healthy, there's nothing wrong with any of her like organs, there's nothing wrong like with any of her limbs. She has nothing. She doesn't even have like the agent implant in her head. Like, she can't make phone calls just like off the fly. No, like, no, she has like an agent phone, like a regular hand phone. And so the Maelstrom guy points out that, yeah, I have a lot of respect for you. You don't play by the game. You didn't lose yourself to the marketing or what they were putting out. But at the same time, he felt sorry for her because without cybernetic enhancements in the world of cyberpunk, it kind of makes you a target. And it kind of makes you the most unsafe person that you could ever be in this society. Because with, like, Chrome makes it easier for people to survive. Because, like, if you're all flesh and bone, then it's a lot easier to kill you than it would be with someone with cybernetic enhancements. But the thing with Masio is that she's cracked out of her fucking mind, and she knows how to use weapons and knows Taekwondo. So you wouldn't know that by just looking at her. Like, her main thing is that she's a secretary. She's a secretary and she's also an accountant. And that's why she got hired by this guy, Wolfgang. I keep getting their names mixed up. Wolfwood is so, like, easier for me to say. And also I've got Trigun in the brain. But Miles Wolfgang, he hired her to be his secretary for his upcoming company. Like, he needed someone to do, like, office work and to be a typist, and so he hired her. And we only found out in, like, the first session that she carries a handgun in her purse, like, a heavy handgun. And they were like, Jesus, you're packing heat, girl, like, what the fuck? I'm surprised you could even lift that thing. She's like, you gotta protect yourself in this city. Self-defense. It's like, how'd you even learn how to shoot that? And she's like, oh, movies. Which is accurate, by the way. Like, she didn't learn this, like, she didn't go to, like, classes or whatnot. She just watched movies a bunch. I was like, okay, I know how to shoot a gun. And yeah, she does. I love Masio. She's very fun. A motif that I have in this cyberpunk campaign with her and her boss, Wolfgang. Wolfgang is known as the Werewolf of London because he gunned down a bunch of lawmen under the full moon, which painted him as, like, the werewolf. So he's known as the werewolf. And I might do this next session, like next week, where because last session, which was this Wednesday, when we were visiting these Maelstrom people, we asked about, like, aliases to go by, because we don't want our actual jobs knowing that we're doing, like, secondary jobs. And so I decided this was, like, way before, but I'm figuring out the right timing to do it. But I want Masio to go by the Raven, because I found this out recently that if you see a raven, or, like, the Norse believe that if you see a raven and a wolf together, it's a good omen for, like, success in an upcoming battle. And that, also ravens and wolves have, like, they have a good beneficial relationship from each other. And I thought it was, like, good symbolism. I thought it was neat. Because she also acts as his bodyguard with the skills that she knows. And, man. I won't deny that I have thought about them in my brain, uh, a whole lot. I think they're very neat. It's not my fault that my buddy Rufus paints Wolfgang as a charmer and a flirt. It's not my fault. Matt plays a psychopath on this campaign, which is very fucking funny. He's like, yeah, I'm evil. I'm evil and fucked up. There's nothing you can do to change it. And then in the second session, Macio's getting harassed by this Maelstrom guy, and he's like, if you keep bugging her, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, bro, I thought you didn't care. I thought you were evil. Well, I guess professionals have standards, I guess. But yeah, back on the whole your Spy X Family thing. For Macio, for her design, I compiled a whole bunch of like references of characters, of how they look like professional and whatnot. Like this is what I originally put together for her design. Like, what does Macio look like? And so I gathered a bunch of characters that both are kind of like pathetic, but also very professional looking. Like over here you have Natalie from Miraculous. You have your Spy X Family. We have Maki, Kirigiri, Washimi, Lucy. I forgot her name. Kobeni. Yeah, Kobeni. We have Peko and Mukuro. And the whole thing that I put together in order for, like, these characters to feel professional and, like, elegant and important was that they all have long side bangs. They all have long hair and side bangs, and sometimes their hair is put up. Like, the common trope I see within these types of characters. Long hair, long side bangs, and the most inspiration I took was from Spy X Family. And I don't know. There was something about black and red that I really liked, so I just focused more on the black aspect and have only her eyes be red. I didn't know, I had trouble drawing her legs, so I just didn't put the legs. So this is all I have for her design at the moment. I didn't know what outfit to put her in. She does wear, like, the professional, like, secretary, like, skirt and heels and whatnot. God, it is fucking hot, man. I don't know, I want to play more Cyberpunk. Professional. Kobani. You sure? I meant professional looking. And also pathetic. Did I mention I said pathetic? Because Macio's fucking pathetic. She has no friends. I mean, she has two work friends, but they don't count. They don't count as friends. I made her purposefully pathetic, that she had literally no work friends. She doesn't do anything outside of work. Her whole thing, to quote from Retsuko, is work, home, phone, sleep. That is the daily life that she leads. Or at least that she led before she met Wolfgang. Maki being there fits 100% professional and very pathetic. She is very pathetic. Her crush on Kaito? Are you kidding? Won't be a cowboy, baby. What else to put on? The Ultimate Tumblr Sexy Man Rematch Showdown. Why not?
Pathetic. Which political figure are we killing this time? Hope it's Charles. Vote Finger Man. Beans. 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 Guys, please let's be more original and not just repeat Twitter. Tentacle all the way. What?
What?
Let's get ready to rumble. Beautiful viewer. Tumblr has polls now. They're a new feature that was implemented at the end of January, and they have been causing absolute mayhem on the site. There are polls for everything. Bug racing, make a burger,
Bug racing?
with enough vanilla extract to kill a man. There's the best Tumblr ship poll and the Minecraft YouTuber Sexy Man poll, both of which will get today we're focusing on the rematch of the century, which is
Minecraft Tumblr. Okay.
Tumblr Sexy Rematch poll, ran by Sexy Man of the Day, who also did the big polls on Twitter. What's interesting is that in terms of fandom, Twitter and Tumblr, while they do share some overlap,
Question: If you're with Fi, how would you kill her?
the majority of people still on Tumblr
Water, easy.
And so the Tumblr Sexy Man lore is part of them. It's seeped into their bones. Whereas the majority of fandom Twitter users either migrated from Tumblr or more periphery knowledge of Tumblr Sexy Man. So kind of different understandings of what makes a Tumblr Sexy Man a sexy man. What makes them sexy?
Wow.
Who is the true
Wow.
Tumblr Sexy Man? At least until we get another rematch.
What are you watching? The Ultimate Tumblr Sexy Man Rematch Showdown? Fuck you think I'm watching?
Now, from my memory, Professor Venomous did fairly well in the battle last time, but Lewis is kind of a Tumblr darling. Personally, I'm more of a Professor Venomous girly because his voice is
Dissect you that way.
like that.
Ooh. Hello. What the fuck?
The winner is Lewis. Come on, people. Lewis needs to win this round, please. Let's go, Lewis. Lewis, please, guys. Let's go, Lewis. Could Professor Venomous become twisted into something unrecognizable from himself out of the misplaced wrath and bitter hatred for his dearest friend? Didn't think so. Well, next up, we've got Guzma from Pokemon versus Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. It's gotta be Bill. I would bet my firstborn child it's Bill Cipher. We're on Bill Cipher's turf now. The winner between Guzma and Bill Cipher is... Let's go! Setting Guzma
I hate Bill Cipher, man.
the damn chip, Guzma. Let Guzma win. No, my baby girl Guzma, my fave ever.
Bro,
Oh no, why would
that man is not a baby girl. If baby girl to you means disgusting old man.
I will draw porn if Bill wins.
Oh, that's my baby girl. That is a man with dick and ass.
Super Jail versus Almond Cookie from Cookie Run. This
I'm gonna get another
feels like a
popsicle,
Tumblr
man.
Millennial versus Tumblr Gen Z battle. As a Zillennial, I have the right to poke fun at both sides. The Warden has been around Tumblr for ages. Look at him in his fancy little outfit. I know he technically superseded the Onceler in terms of design, but he's always gonna be the Onceler knockoff in my head. He just doesn't scratch my brain the same way other Tumblr sexy men do. Almond Cookie, on the other hand, I know he's a newer addition to the lineup, but the heart wants what it wants. The winner between the Warden and Almond Cookie is... Nice. There is no way Almond Cookie is winning. The grip the Warden had on Tumblr back in the day was insane. Listen, I'm still voting Warden, but the cookie looks like Castiel Supernatural. I have a feeling that's where some of the votes are going. People voting for that cookie are evil. Know your history. The Onceler from the Lorax versus Megamind from Megamind. This is peak Tumblr Sexy Man versus peak Twitter Sexy Man. They're both funky, well-dressed, lanky bad guys with a scrap of good in them. Both of them are 3D on top of it, but we're on Tumblr and the
Thank you for the $3. You guys know you can donate more than $3, right?
Sexy Man, alright, just not a Tumblr Sexy Man. The winner between the Onceler and Megamind is...
Megamind again!
Why? I legit do not understand. Is Tumblr just sick of him? Is that it? The 2012 war flashbacks were too much? Once there was the OG, he needs to at least win one round. We can't kick him out first round. He is
Yes, we can! Kill him!
a classic sexy man. You can't! Guys, please, please! Vote Megamind. Megamind is the sexiest man of all time. Megamind, down with Onceler, up with Megamind. I don't care who wins as long as the Onceler loses. Why the is Megamind winning? What the I know hot, but come on, have we no respect for our elders? Megamind, blow up that twink, I beg you. For Megamind, mwahahaha. Megamind is in.
Megamind, kill that twink now!
Christ, this is only round one. Sans
Oh
Undertale
man, that's
versus
so
Junkrat
funny.
From Overwatch. Yes, I will continue to refer to him as Sans Undertale. This isn't even a fight. Like with Sans impact, his pantheon of followers, his multimedia domination, Junkrat. I'm sorry, you barely qualify as a Tumblr sexy man nowadays. The winner between Sans Undertale versus Junkrat is...
Why do people find Junkrat attractive?
Pathetic. Which important or rich figure will...
Like, I need to show you guys Junkrat. That's sexy to you? That's sexy? That's a sexy man? That's a sexy man to you? Come on, Tumblr. That's a rat. His name is Junkrat. That's a rat. Shh, Tumblr.
Succumb to their fate through this.
Let me go to my Ko-fi to see the donation.
Their final prayers. He is coming. There's no way this is
draw
a
a crab?
matchup.
There's the
Junkrat,
crab.
I love you, but Sans is just better. Junkrat, how about when you lose, we take you
Crab.
out on popsicles and get you on that character refugee ship out of Blizzard, okay? Next up, we have Tony the Talking Clock from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared versus Black Hat from Villainous. I like the clock's long legs more than Black Hat's black hat, so my vote's going there. They're both oldies in their own right. I think Black Hat's been around just a tad longer, but let's find out who won. The winner between Tony the Talking Clock versus
I burned my
Black Hat
finger, now it's bugging me.
is Tony the Talking Clock with his long, luscious stick legs. I'm not losing to a clock, people. You really put two of my hyperfixations against each other. A clock? You have no taste. Black Hat is superior, and I was around for the Tony Human A clock, bro? I think it's funny that people are shocked at how the Tumblr take on the Tumblr sexy man poll is going. Let's be honest, Tumblr is the home of deeming objects as sexy men. It's in our culture. Hell yeah, my guy. King Dice from Cuphead versus Raymond from Animal Crossing. I have to be honest, this one is stumping me a bit. This is gonna sound massively unhinged, and I apologize in advance, but King Dice gives off more raw sexual energy, whereas Raymond is more
Baby girl.
baby girl vibes.
Exactly.
Them kind of feels like an apples versus oranges deal. I want to say, for the sake of Tumblr sexy men, King Dice is gonna.
Would you mind drawing a cat with human feet? Yeah, I would mind. Pay me first.
Nice, do not get me wrong, but Raymond, I just want to.
In fact, even if you did, I wouldn't.
Between King Dice versus Raymond is there a winner?
Tumblr, what do you want? Tumblr. What's Tumblr? I do have Tumblr, by the way. I roleplay on Tumblr. What do you want?
If Raymond doesn't win, I'm gonna sob and scream and kick. Raymond, I love so much, I am voting against him. He deserves to stay gently retired while Sans Undertale rips the head off of whoever makes it past the first round with his bare hands. Get that stupid cat out of here! Raymond is a Twitter sexy man. Get him out of here. King Dice Dolos, what the are you all on? He sweeps! The winner was Raymond, by a hair! I'm sorry, Raymond, you will not be able to gently retire. You most likely will be pummeled to the next round, I'm sure. Wheatley from Portal 2 versus
I'm surprised that Raymond won.
Wheatley.
I will get to the crab after I finish my my
I
popsicle.
love Doc Ock, but you can't beat Robot Husband. Full-on Robot Husband, not the cop-out. And the winner between Wheatley versus Doc Ock
How is Doc Ock a sexy man?
is... Oof, narrower cleverer than I expected, but Wheatley won! I voted for Wheatley, but if it was Spider-Verse Doc Ock, I'd have voted for her in an instant. Okay, honestly, same. Justice for Alfred Molina's beautiful face! My vote
Okay, Alfred Molina is very pretty.
assembled!
That is a
a
gently beautiful man.
Wheatley fans, let's go! Nagito Komaeda versus Dr. Habit from Smile for Me. Did you say Komaeda and go already? The winner between Komaeda versus Dr. Habit is Komaeda. Wah, wah. Vote Nagito. Habit, no! Habit
No.
doesn't stand a chance. They're both sexy. Vote Habit, please. I'm begging. Oh, he's gay. Do it for him. Habit, please. You can't lose to this twink. Nagito walked so Sans could run.
I would kill that twink.
Sorry, Habit.
It depends on which version of Doc Ock.
Coughing baby.
It really does depend. Because Doc Ock can be kind of fucking ugly.
That's my favorite comment bit yet. Oh, I gotta use that.
Alfred Molina is a beautiful man.
Night Vale versus Slender Man from question mark. So last time I think I mentioned that Tumblr is Cecil's home turf. We all are Cecil lovers.
Was welcome to the drawing request stream where I'm gonna draw a crab in a matter of minutes after I'm finished my popsicle. It is a hot fucking day.
Cecil was literally brought to life through all the fan art and iterations people created of him. There was the whole Welcome to Night Vale fiasco at DashCon after all. But let's find out. The winner between Cecil Gershwin Palmer versus Slender Man is...
Wait, I need to read that. Hold on, there's something that came up. Why did Night Vale walk out of DashCon? He stated that the organizers of DashCon were unable to pay for our flights, hotel, or performance fee. This forced the WTNV staff to leave, as they did not have the funds to pay for their expenses. Okay, fucked up.
But let's find out.
Pay your people.
Cecil Gershwin Palmer versus Slender Man is Cecil Gershwin.
Can you draw Isaac from the Binding of Isaac? No. Read the rules in the description.
Over for this, Slender Man is from real life. Go, Slendy, go! Cecil Sweet, please! Cecil, go Cecil! The creepypasta fandom is dying. Vote for Slender Man to make it die faster. Serious. The is Cecil? Cecil's beauty is far more incomprehensible and eldritch than Slender.
Don't know who the fuck Cecil is.
Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas versus Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph. Still don't like the fact that Turbo's considered a Tumblr sexy man, but the fan art says otherwise. Both are Disney boys, but Jack Skellington is tall and long, and he's in a suit, and he's creepier in like the nice way. Turbo's just creepy. Yeah, no, it's got
You have more strength than me being able to actually do a drawing stream. If I did a drawing stream, I would just be sitting there for hours in silence. I mean, that's what I basically do in regular drawing streams. It doesn't matter. People like seeing people draw. Is what I learned, at least.
Out here defending their choices really speaks to me. We all know what we're doing here. People didn't even love Turbo that much. More of them loved King Candy, and more specific, they liked King Candy Bug. I saw horrible things. Jack can beat Turbo up, to be honest. Turbo? Set my boy Turbo up for failure against an OG sexy man. Rip, I witnessed the King Candy.
Also, my mom gave me...
I cannot forget.
Wasn't Cecil from Generator Rex? I have no idea.
Bruno Madrigal from Encanto.
My mom gave me popcorn chicken. That's what I burnt my finger on.
Got hella far last time, and Bruno, while beloved, is nowhere near the level that Ingo is. The winner between Ingo versus Bruno is Ingo. We don't talk about. Do it for Ingo. Ingo sweep. Ingo sweep. Ingo sweep. Let's go. This is hard. Ingo sweep.
Ingo.
Ingo sweep. I'm terrified if the Ingo squad. I'll vote my heart, but
I'll be real.
the top
Don't know what the fuck.
For a reason. Putting two wet dogs
Generator Rexus.
Purple Guy / William Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's versus Spempton from Deltarune. It's gotta be Spempton. Jeez, Spempton. They're both incredibly funky guys, but at least Spempton has a
Man,
plus I like him more. The winner,
people really looked at that Purple Guy sprite and went, I'm gonna make that man a sexy motherfucker, even though he murdered children.
Spempton would simply give him rabies, killing him. Yeah, Spointon, go! Oh, this is an evil one on the side of historical importance versus the side of current preference. Being near Spamton is enough radiation to kill a man, let alone touching him. Peepaw Willie loses. Interesting that Spamton apparently has a more noxious aura to people than a literal corpse. Approvingly. Homophobic Chuck E. Cheese. We go Spamton forever. Some of y'all the notes are taking this way too seriously and need to calm down, lol. On the contrary, my friend, we need to take this very seriously. Alistair from Has Been Hotel versus Loki from Marvel. Alistair gives off more sexy man vibes, but Loki is an OG. And all his
Question, how much effort do you put into sketches before coloring liner? Because I've heard it's better not to put a lot of effort into the sketch. I would put the most effort into it. I mean, to me, it really doesn't matter how much effort you put into the sketch. Like, for me, I put as much effort into the sketch. Like, it will reflect how much effort I'm gonna put into the line art. Because I'm the kind of artist that I follow the sketch, like, line for line in order for how I want it to look. And if I like the sketch better, then I'll keep it as the sketch, and I'll use the sketch as, like, the line art itself. And I'll, like, color everything in, and it'll be like, ooh. But yeah, it really doesn't matter to me.
Loki won. Easy money. Hot damn. Nobody has said anything down here yet. Beans. 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 Go, Alistair, go! Beans. This is a hard decision for me. This one killed me! So glad Loki is winning. I don't even know the Loki guy, but I hate Alistair with my whole heart. Go, Loki! Beans. Arataka Reagan from Mob Psycho 100 versus Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice. All versions. Come on, like actual Reagan fans plus people in it for the meme who want to see a Reagan sweep 2.0. But let's just see how big this gap is. The winner between Reagan versus Beetlejuice is a slimmer margin than I thought. Did I severely underestimate Beetlejuice? Let Reagan win this time, pretty please. We're having bets on the next political figure. Reagan sweep. Beetle sweep when? Which political figure are we killing this time? Hope it's Charles. Reagan sweep, Reagan sweep, Reagan. I may be the unpopular choice, but I'm Team Beetlejuice. Reagan sweep. And the last matchup for
why is his name spelled like that?
Minecraft versus
Reagan.
Ben Ray from Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. Still not super familiar with that. But I do know Minecraft, so I'm just gonna vote.
Now that I'm able and I have two hands,
Brian versus Ben Ray is Herobrine.
I'll draw the crab. Man, you guys are adamant about just sending in $3.
Ben Ray, please. I think Bernie should win. If Beanery wins, I will be so happy and jump and skip across.
He just paid, but I'm the idiot who wears a hoodie during yard sale. Why would you do that to yourself?
I saw what people did to that great. Sorry, but Herobrine, the #1 baby girl in this.
Round 2.
Note,
Now time to draw crab. It is time for crab.
Matchups. The left side will stay on the left, and the right will stay on the right.
Time for crab.
Mashing it up more. Good to know. Wheatley from Portal 2 versus Lewis Pepper from Mystery Schools.
He got 2 little eyeballs.
I gotta say Wheatley. Come on, robot husband Orb. You can at least talk. The winner between Wheatley versus Lewis is
Wheatley.
Beloved. Rip Lewis, you're not getting past this round. Lewis, no! Well, at least you won one round. This is going to be the most.
How do crab legs look? Fuck.
This. It's a ball! Did Lewis dirty with the picture
Okay.
too? Should have used the one where he's nude. Let's go, British bowling ball! Why would you do this to Lewis again? Next, we've got Bill Cipher from Gravity.
I'm feeling lazy,
from Animal
so.
Crossing.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I adore you, but like I said earlier, Tumblr is Bill's domain. The winner between Bill versus Raymond is Bill! We saw it coming. Get his ass! Beat that cat! Bill! King Dice would have evened the playing field out, to be honest. Raymond deserves to go into the little guy tournament. Please
Crab.
let him leave before spammed and obliterated.
Time for crab.
I voted Bill out of spite. Get you
That does not look like a crab,
Bill, sweep,
but that's
revenge for
okay.
King Dice. Bill, I give you this vote, despite you beating out my boy, my destruction in human form. Slay this cat in this
Crab.
game. Revenge for my Dice King. Tony the
Crab,
talking
crab,
from
crab.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared versus Almond Cookie from Cookie Run. I think people are still really angry about Cookie Run being included in this, so I'm gonna have to go with Tony.
I
He's
like
been around
crab.
longer anyway. I'm gonna respect my elders. Almond Cookie, you're delicious, but do you have legs that go for days? Back to the oven you go. The winner between Tony the Talking
Can you
Frog
feel it
versus
now, Mr.
Almond
Krabs?
Cookie is... It's a 50-50 split. Why would anyone anyone vote for a frickin' clock? Tony Sweep! Why vote for a clock when there's a DILF cookie? I want the clock to win because of the sheer hilarity of that victory. A clock versus a cookie. Come on, Tony, for the win, please! I mean, I won't pretend there isn't a fandom underground here, but only one of these guys broke containment. Cookie? Huh? Y'all are not voting for a clock. What the f? This is such a hard decision, like OMG, I love both of their personalities. Sans Undertale versus Megamind. Stop looking at me with those old eyes. Sans Sweep is coming back again. I'm sorry, Megamind, you just don't have the presentation compared to this. The winner between Sans versus Megamind is Sans. Oof, sorry to do this to you, buddy. Oh god, this is such a difficult choice. I'm sorry, Megamind. You may be a supervillain, but Sans is a super funny Sans Sweep 2.0! Damn, poor Megamind. Don't pit two bad bitches against each other like this. Next we have Loki.
Don't pit the two bad bitches against each other.
I'm slightly leaning towards Komaida, but I personally like Loki more. What will everyone else say? Let's find out. The winner between Loki versus
I never seen
Komaida
two pretty best friends. I guess this is what it teaches you.
Loki is Loki, but between the two, I sure don't have a Loki figurine on my desk. Alright, now that Alistair's gone, get Loki out of here! Get the Marvel bench out of here! Look, I dislike both equally, but Nagito versus Sans would be funny. Loki's Loki, but sadly he is also Marvel. We need a different kind of cringe, King. Vote Loki, please! He's the original sexy man. Remember your roots! Some of us are Loki roots, and some of us are Komaida roots. I like to think we're all equally valid. Clinical depression. Vote Fingerman! Cecil Gershwin Palmer from Welcome to Night versus Hero
Komaida's the fingers in his ass guy.
Cecil's gonna take this. Hero Brian may be from Minecraft, but you just don't have it in you to be a full-fledged Tumblr sexy man. I'm sorry. The winner between Cecil versus Hero Brian is Cecil. Happy that Nightveil managed to edge Minecraft out, though. 1%! 1%! That's too close! Hero Brian sweep! Cecil, I'm believing in you, Shoddy. I don't know who Cecil is, but I have a grudge against Hero Brian. Cecil, sweep! Sweepsel! Cecil, you got this, baby girl. Cecil, sweep! Our funky radio man will win! Who's Cecil? The fact that nobody knows who Cecil is, and yet he's still winning is so funny. Ingo from Pokemon versus Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm gonna go with Ingo on this one. They both have fairly equal Tumblr sexy man vibes, I think, but Ingo just has that edge with Pokemon. Again, the Ingo squad is not to be messed with. The winner between Ingo versus Jack Skellington is... What? Oh my. Jack Skellington won by an inch.
Now that you've let the crab into your residence, there's no getting rid of it. Cool. His name is Jerry, he pays the rent.
Nightmare Before Christmas, but Ingo all the way. Ingo.
I love that we can all just sit back and listen to the Tumblr Sexy Man War while I eat popcorn chicken, while we wait for people to donate and ask for drawing requests.
Reagan's gonna get this. I know he's gonna get this, but I want to vote Spamton! Spoinkle man! Well, let's see how bad Spamton lost. The winner between Reagan versus Spamton is... Reagan. Justice for Spamton, SMH. Vote Reagan! Reagan sweep! Vote Spamton! Spamton sweep! Come on, Reagan, we believe in you! Spamton sweep! Spamton sweep! The ultimate duel. Putting two baby girls against
I feel like the OUs for Sans don't get much attention for this, because the OUs for Sans are fucking awful.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the killing political figures part. Guys, okay, listen, think about how funny it'll be if Reagan gets to the finals and loses twice. A revival round? Oh, we're bringing back the Onceler and King Dice. I saw a lot of people complaining about wanting King Dice back, but Onceler has more OG status than him. The Onceler. I have to go
like all of the alternate universes for Sans, like they only exist to make Sans hot.
It's time to redeem our one-cest king. You're not gonna let King Dice lose to the Onceler. Let him shine. Give him his razzle-dazzle. He must live on. King Dice, please. Listen, I do love King Dicey, but I really want to see how this go. Onceler, 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 Onceler. He's the original Tumblr sexy man, guys. We have to vote Onceler. Venomous didn't get a rerun poll. I'm crying. Okay, no, yeah. I said Onceler was retired, but he's gotta take this one. How bad he be?
Round 3.
Serious now. Tony the Talking Clock versus the Onceler versus Wheatley. Oh my god. Three-way battle this time. I legit do not know how this is gonna go. Like, Tony and Wheatley have been doing their thing in the prior rounds, and then the Onceler just comes back out of nowhere. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel bad. These are all my boys up in.
He's already hot. He's a fat skeleton.
Sexy man.
The fuck you mean?
Beloved long-legged clock boy and robot orb husband. For lack of what to do, I just might go with the Onceler. Alright, well, the winner between Tony versus the Onceler versus Wheatley is... Tony lost miserably, but the Onceler didn't have that much of a lead on Wheatley. Onceler better win this one. Wheatley got jumped! Ah! Wheatley, no! Come on, Onceler. Come on, Wheatley! Wheatley, sweep! Come on, y'all, have mercy on the Weeders. Why is Onceler winning? What year is it?
No, OBS!
Sand showed up. Not my bro, Bill. No, Bill can't go out yet. God damn it, Santa's gonna win again. How boring. No! I love you, Bill. Now goodbye. No,
OBS, you
Bill,
bitch, don't disconnect me, please.
It can't end this way. Didn't Bill lose to Sans last round too? The irony. Cecil Gershwin Palmer.
Please, OBS.
Versus Nagi
We're fine.
From Danganronpa. Video killed the radio star. The winner between Cecil versus Komaida is... Oh, hot damn! What the My boy, you did it! Cecil. Cecil sweep. Cecil sweep. Komaida Nation, where you at? Go, Cecil. Cecil.
Cecil, kill that twink, now!
Vote for him. Cecil Truthers, look inside your heart. The grip Komaida had is undeniable. I haven't even heard of your podcast guy almost at all before, and it's not like I'm new here or something. Nagito, on the other hand, was and still is to an extent unescapable. Cecil Palmer, you will always be famous. How is Cecil getting so far in this? I've been voting for him every time because I love him, but I'm genuinely surprised he made it this far. Who is this Cecil guy and why is he winning? I never expected Cecil to beat Komaida. Holy shit. The final matchup for this round is Reagan versus Jack Skellington. Again, just give it to Reagan and
snap his neck! Grab his dick and twist it!
Versus Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas is Reagan. Reagan sweep! Reagan sweep! Yes! Get his ass, Reagan! Do it for Ringo! We have someone who can beat Bones McGee! Reagan sweep! Reagan sweep! For Ringo! Reagan sweep! Do it for Mog! I guarantee this is going to end in Reagan and Sans again. I'm gonna be honest here. The Reagan stuff got so old that it's kind of annoying. Go, Bone Man! Reagan sweep! No! Reagan sweep! No, 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 no! Grrr!
Round 4.
Grrr.
At the semi-finals.
People who unironically use grrr in text, I hate you. You're weird. Why do you do that?
I really do, but I know people are gonna vote Sans just to see him go against Reagan again and have some political.
I love how, like, a lot of people came in here during the beginning, like, oh, Asher's gonna draw. No, I'm gonna watch Tumblr sexy men, like, battles.
Undertale versus the Onceler is Sans. Yeah, revenge time, baby. This is revenge for Wheatley. Go Sans! Woo! Time to get rid of that green. Finally, let's go Sans. Holy sh**. Guys, please let's be more original and not just repeat Twitter. I swear to God, if you all let Sans whip this. You know, I tolerate Sans a lot more than Reagan, so this is fine. Alright, screw the past. Let the history books know that this is when the Oncelet fell. So we've got Sans going to the finals. Again. And now we have Reagan from Mob Psycho 100 versus Cecil Gershwin Palmer from Welcome to Night Vale, who is still in this somehow.
This is just a chill stream and have fun stream, yeah!
Gonna take the lead.
I mean, the drawing request streams are just a means for me to make some amount of money because I need to. Oh my god, Reagan lost!
The Tumblr old guard came through. Come on, Night Vale fans! Cecil sweep, come on, let's go, we can do it! Come on, Cecil, he's literally just a guy! Beat him up! Reagan sweep, Cecil sweep, Reagan sweep, Cecil sweep, Reagan sweep, we can't let him lose! Cecil sweep, I really just want anyone but Reagan to win after he beats Spamton. Let's go, Cecil! If Cecil wins, I'll kill someone's.
I'd be a broke loser to do another womp womp.
Come on, Cecil, you made it this far. I really do think that a lot of people voting on this are just so sick of Reagan at this point. It's like, okay, just anyone but him, please, please.
Final round. Fight.
Folks,
Let me
it's been
actually
a
check
great
my
crowd
PayPal.
tonight, but now is the time to crown our one true
Okay, I
sexy
could
man, our one
can
true
theoretically
tumbler sexy man.
buy
Our
what I
final
need to,
round, Sans
but at the same
Undertale
time I also
versus
need to save
Cecil Gershwin Palmer from Welcome to
money.
Night Vale. The winner between Sans Undertale versus Cecil Gershwin Palmer is
Cecil beats Sans, yeah!
take the crown and send Sans back to the underworld, or the Undertale. Oh no. Cecil sweep, go Sans! Cecil sweep, Cecil sweep, Cecil sweep, Cecil sweep, Cecil. Oh my gosh, so much Cecil sweep. Nothing has been or ever will be as important to me as Cecil winning this poll. You're gonna kill him! Sans, go! Come on, do it for Carlos! Do it for your sexy scientist boyfriend. I'm going down with this ship. Cecil until the end. Cecil beat his ass. I'm sorry, Sans. Cecil is winning because
Imagine-
Sans fans know how to commit to the bit, and I
Imagine if
respect that.
I have this drawing stream up, and then I just started playing Overwatch. People come in, are like, why are you playing Overwatch? This is a drawing request stream? Like, yeah, I'm waiting for the drawing requests.
Bring it home, Cecil. Bring Hime. Take the gold.
Like, someone donates and be like, oh, here's the drawing request. It's like, okay, let me just finish this matchup first.
Cecil sweep. I literally made an account just for this. Rock the skeleton. Cecil, go King, go! I'm really glad that a sexy man of the people, if you will, won the poll. Feels like I'm back at Tumblr's golden age. Well, I hope those of you who bet on this poll didn't lose too much money. And the surprise win of the century, who were you rooting for in all this? Are you really upset or really satisfied with the results? When should we have yet another rematch? As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if there are any other notable...
Oh, the gay ship showdown of 2022? Don't mind if I do.
And that's how I got my first death threat. I'm gonna bring you back to the light side, Sasuke, because I'm your bro, your buddy, your pal. Memes if Narusasu wins the Yaoi Twitter poll. Did Yuri Katsuki shove a sword up his ass? I'm not saying he couldn't.
Oh my god.
What? For one massive shipping war. So there's been a trend on Twitter. Well, it started on Twitter, then it kind of bled out to the rest of the internet, as it does, where people like the emperors of ancient Rome will host these poll showdowns to crown the ultimate iconic something. There's been a lot, many notable ones. I actually talked about the great Tumblr Sexy Man showdown in a previous video, but as complete and utter shipping trash, I wanted to share another poll with you.
Honestly, I'm glad there's not a lot of donations coming in and out, because it is hot in my room. In fact, I'm gonna go get some ice. You guys listen and enjoy yourselves, and I'll be right back.
Preference, honestly. We don't have to fight about that, too. I mean, today we'll be diving into the iconic gay ship showdown, the slash scrimmage, the BL brawl, the marvelous yaoi melee. Oh god. And because it's my job to be chronically online, I'm at least familiar with all these ships, which means extra fun fact commentary for ya. You get the inside scoop. I have not seen the winner of this showdown or any of the winners for the prior rounds for that matter, so we're going into this together totally blind. But yeah, we're gonna see what the internet's favorite gay ship is. A play-by-play. We've got a lot of variety here, from books to video games to anime to live action shows. Some of these are classics that have been around for decades, others are pretty recent. So grab your fanfics and fan art, lovely viewer, and let's get started.
Round 1. Fight.
Disclaimer, you might be wondering why your ship isn't there. It's because there's too much iconic yaoi out there, but I hope you all still vote with your heart. Damn it, if my favorite gay ship isn't on here, just you wait for my angry tweets. Rin Haru versus Mako Haru from Free. Oh my god, wouldn't you know it, I was around for the shipping war. Guess which side I was on? The answer may or may not shock you. Okay, it's really not that shocking, but I mean, red and blue, childhood friends to enemies to lovers.
Ice!
Well, I mean, I guess childhood
I
friends
got
to
some.
rivals to lovers, because the stakes for high school swimming aren't that high. Love how we're starting off this pool with two rival ships. I mean, push comes to shove, Haru has two hands, guys. Oh god, all the posts from back then could honestly be recycled to apply to shipping wars now. Like, Mako Haru is boring, or Rin Haru is toxic, and na. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there reading, like, Olympic AUs. Both are really cute, and I can see why people like each ship very clearly. It was always super funny talking with my friends who liked the show, because out of all of them, I was the one token Rin Haru enjoyer. All of them loved Mako Haru. I was just swimming in a sea of whale and dolphin fan art, but I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks.
Man, this drink
the
is so
winner
fucking
of
pretty.
Mako Haru
I didn't expect it to be this
versus
pink.
Rin Haru is... No way. No. On my iPad, it's coming up as 50-50, but there's gotta be a percentage, like 0.1%. Over 42,000 people voted? My god. Hey, yo! Okay, so Rin Haru won by 0.5%.
I got 11 ads playing on the same video before. That sounds like a problem you should get looked at.
2013, nearly a decade ago, there's still a stalemate between Rin Haru and Mako Haru. That's too good. Spurk from Star Trek versus Rightworth from Ace Attorney. These are both classic ships in their own right. I mean, Spurk was like the OG MLM ship with its zines back in the 70s and 80s. Some really heart-wrenching scenes between Spock and Kirk that kicked off a lot of the tropes and whatnot that still linger today with gay ships. They're co-workers, you got logical and precise, and go with your gut emotional. The Phoenix Wright fan base, though, is still kicking super strong, especially with the
YouTube
memes
is
and
pain. I
whatnot,
fucking
and
hate
Rightworth still has
YouTube.
a good chunk of the anime BL community on its back. Rightworth has a little more tension going on, as well as the red and blue. Okay, like, I think Spurk is gonna come out on top just because it's so freaking iconic, but Rightworth, I don't want to underestimate either. I really don't like the way Spurk sounds, though. It just sounds so gross. Spurk. Rightworth doesn't roll off the tongue very easily, though. It's like Rightworth. The winner of Spurk versus Rightworth is... Spurk with 51%. Ooh, we're just skirting by the skin of our teeth here. Victory from Yuri on Ice versus Kagehina from Haikyuu. God, okay, this is really hard. Victory made such an impact, though, when it became an actual couple. Like, everyone was shocked. They're like, no, we're just...
You guys probably don't even know what the fuck is going on unless you have visuals.
I'm trying to consider the role Canonist plays in this showdown, because the majority of the ships here aren't canon. Because, I mean, in fandom, canon takes a back seat. It's more guidelines than actual rules. In theory, Canonist doesn't play a huge role in a ship's popularity. I mean, there are countless ships that are crazy popular that totally overtake their canon counterparts. But with the case here, when it's like a direct showdown, it might play a small role because people might see it as like validation of like, oh, well, my ship is canon, therefore it's better for some reason. Like, it was acknowledged by the writers and showrunners, or was meant to happen, so therefore it has more credence for some reason, which... I don't know, I'm not gonna let a ship's canonist define if I like it or not, but it's hard to discuss because there's just so few canon gay ships in general, let alone here, which I guess we'll see what the results say here and with other canon versus non-canon ships, and then we'll make a hypothesis. We're gonna big brain it. Victory deadass changed my life. Like, it was one of the propelling factors that got my channel going in the first place, but Kagehina just is so sweet. I love their journey together so much. It's hard. This is really hard. As for who I think is gonna win between these two, Victory. Victory just had more shockwaves associated with it. Well, the winner between Victory and Kagehina is... Victory! At 68%. Next up, we've got Wang Xian from MDZS versus Shizaya from Durarara. My latest obsession.
Durarara.
One of my first gay ships, actually. But as much as I liked Shizaya back in the day, I wasn't as gung-ho on it as I was for other ships that were later introduced.
I want it to be nighttime already so it can just become colder.
Everything I could ever want in a ship. A period of time where one is grieving for the other, and then reincarnation, reunion, yearning. It's just the freaking yearning, man. It gets me every time. Opposites attract, red and blue, black and white. They play music together. They're utterly devoted to each other. They have an adopted son together, for crying out loud. Legit, whenever I see content of these two, I believe in love, man. And they are canon, but the thing is, they're put against Shizaya, and Shizaya, while Durarara is popular, and it is a popular ship within the fan base for it, I feel like Durarara's time has come and go, whereas MDZS and Danmei in general is growing bigger and bigger, especially against the juggernaut that is Wang Xian. And the winner between Wang Xian and Shizaya is...
Objection. Nuh-uh.
65%. Sheath from Voltron versus Clance from Voltron. You're legit gonna do this to me.
War never changes.
I legit want want to make a whole video talking about this whole shipping war fiasco because I was caught in the middle of it. Long story short, I was a big clan shipper back in the day. I still love them. If you ever want good clans fic recs, then let me know, I got you. But despite my fierce dedication to clans, I didn't care about the whole clans versus sheath war. I had friends who liked clans, I had friends who liked sheath. I was content to stay in my little corner and hyperanalyze every clans moment over and over again. And so when people online would ask me, oh, do you like clans or sheath? I'd be like, clans, but I don't care if you ship sheath. That statement of me being a clan shipper indifferent to sheath turned into, oh, she actively ships sheath, and then, oh, she actively ships Shio with other paladins. Oh, she's problematic. Okay, if you don't like me, that's fine, but you don't have to make shit up. And that's how I got my first death threats. Anyway, the
Yippee,
winner of
death threats!
versus clans is Lance with 71%. Remember when clans as canon king was a thing? Light from Death Note versus Baku Deku from My Hero Academia. Neither of these ships are really my cup of tea. I know, roast me, tomato, 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 but I do think that
Ooh, tomato, tomato, tomato.
the whole Death
I
Note
love that video, by the way.
And Death Note just shot up in popularity again. And Baku Deku has a lot more competition with people who want to ship Bakugo with other people and Deku with other people, and the whole shipping corner of the My Hero Academia fandom is a dumpster fire. Even though Baku Deku is the biggest My Hero Academia ship,
death threats.
people who don't like it for whatever reason are going to spite vote Ellen Light. There's a lot of contention surrounding Baku Deku, whereas a lot of people will see Ellen Light and be like, ha, yeah, they're gay. Even if it's just for the meme, but that's basically what this showdown is. So, the winner between Light and Baku Deku is Light at 65%. I was right. Up next is Soriku from Kingdom Hearts versus Kilugon from Hunter x Hunter. Neither of which I know a whole lot about because I haven't played Kingdom Hearts and I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter yet. I'm sorry, no, tomato, tomato, tomato. Kilugon, I know are besties and that's adorable. I love that for them. But Soriku are childhood friends to enemies to lovers, question mark? All of my friends who play Kingdom Hearts love Soriku. Love Soriku, and so out of loyalty to them, I might just put my vote there. Don't take this video seriously. The winner between Soriku and Kilugon is Kilugon at 62%. Goddamn. Next up, we have Black Bonnet from Our Flag Means Death versus Narusasu from Naruto. This is a weird matchup. The fact that Black Bonnet was able to land itself in the top 20 of AO3's top ship stats report the year it came out is insane to me. Sasunaru, while a staple in the anime community and has been for years, it's still beloved by people. It's iconic. I'm gonna bring you back to the light side, Sasuke, because I'm your bro, your buddy, your pal. Whether you enjoy it platonically or romantically, you can't deny that the two are incredibly close. Black Bonnet just gives you hope, though. There's so much symbolism within their relationship, and it's nice having a pairing that's not your standard young pretty boys. They're older, they have some baggage, but they both find happiness in each other. It's really sweet. The winner between Black Bonnet versus Sasunaru is...
I have a little French bulldog who's literally the Tasmanian devil, which I mean he's insane, but still very cute.
Nice.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Black Bonnet is canon, but Narusasu isn't. In the end, it might just be because Narusasu is more widely known, or it's just more widely known in this sort of voter pool. Maybe it's a medium thing, too, like animation versus live action. There's a lot of factors at play. But hey, they did have a canon kiss. A couple of them, actually. Next, we have Stucky from Marvel versus John Locke from BBC's Sherlock. Oh god, these guys were huge in Tumblr back in the day, both of them. But I'm almost inclined to say Stucky's gonna win this because Marvel... I mean, Sherlock was really big, though. But Marvel's just more further reaching. I might have to say Stucky. Either way, 2014 Tumblr is shaking. Both of these ships, I'm kind of like, yeah, sure on. I like them and I enjoy them, but I'm not super like, oh my god, I'm ride or die with this ship. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll read fic and look at fan art for it, but I'm not gonna buy merch or watch edits of them, you know? The winner of Stucky versus John Locke is John Locke at 58%. Ooh, that's 2 in a row I got wrong. Damn it, my yaoi senses are broken. Next, we have
Not my yaoi senses
versus Destiel from Supernatural. Bruh, this is the second matchup of the big Tumblr ships. Oh my god. It's gotta be Destiel. I mean, Destiel, the way they went out is so bad, but so objectively hilarious. I mean, come on, that's iconic. Anagram is crazy popular as well, but there is some contention around the show and the pairing because of the whole cannibalism thing. So, I'm gonna have to go with Destiel. I just realized both
That
of
is
them
some
are
context that
canon,
I'm missing,
right?
but I will
either
never
way,
get
the
because
winner
I don't
between
care.
Hanagram and Destiel is Hanagram. Hanagram actually beat Destiel. What? 51%. It's really close, but still it. Oh my God, Destiel.
Or it's Hannibal. Never mind, I get it.
Big one. Oh man, rip Destiel. I mean, rip Destiel. But congratulations, Hanagram. What a yummy surprise. Haloshin from Neon Genesis Evangelion versus Steric from Teen Wolf. Again, it feels kind of weird with some of these matchups. I think it's just the live action versus anime that's really throwing me off. I don't know what to think now. It got 3 in a row wrong. Haloshin, I know there are plenty of other gay anime ships that came before them, but they give off the impression of being an OG gay anime ship. Like, would you consider them to be? I think I do. Steric. Oh boy, all of the werewolf fics. It's hard comparing these two in my head. I guess, I don't know, maybe...
Y'all ever see something so weird and go, what the fuck? I mean,
are winning, so I might just put my vote
that's
there.
how you usually respond to things that are weird, yeah.
For Steric. Well, the winner between Haloshin and Steric is Haloshin at 64%. Finally, I get one right. Congratulations, you horrifically tragic characters. Reddy from It versus Merthyr from Merlin. They both have their own flavor of tragic.
Oh boy.
There's still just a couple of kids, whereas Merthyr, you get a whole TV show exploring the intricacies and ups and downs of their relationship. I've seen people play with AUs and aged up stuff for Reddy, but I think just the It hype has been dead for a while, versus Merthyr and Merlin, which, even though it's not big anymore, it still kind of lingers. The whole It fandom was kind of a balloon, honestly. Like, it got really big and then pop. The winner between Reddy and Merthyr is Merthyr with 63%. Looks like Reddy was just not it. Next, we have Drary from Harry Potter versus Sylvix from Fire Emblem. I don't think Sylvix can beat out Drary, I'm sorry. I mean, I still come across Drary edits here and there on TikTok. I don't even ship it. Sylvix is really cute, but even though Sylvix and Drary both have their competition ships, I think that Drary is just deeper rooted. I definitely should check out more Sylvix stuff. I've been sleeping on Fire Emblem a bit. And the winner of Drary versus Sylvix is Drary with 56%. That's honestly not as big of a lead as I thought it would have. Once Sylvix has its equivalent of My Immortal, it's over for Drary. Snotacon versus Mikanzo from Overwatch. Snotacon from Metal Gear Solid. Do I know this ship? I used to be a pretty big Mikanzo enjoyer, but I kind of stopped paying attention to it after I stopped playing Overwatch.
Really?
I kind of miss them though. Maybe I should revisit
Cassidy and Hanzo?
And
not
Mikanzo
and not Cassidy and Gabriel? Or I guess people were more shipping Soldier 76 and Gabriel.
These ships have dedicated fan bases, what can I say? Next we have John Day from Homestuck versus Leo Pika from Hunter x Hunter. I didn't think John Dave was the biggest gay Homestuck ship. There were a lot of other ones with...
What's she watching? We're watching the iconic gay ship showdown of 2022.
With the woman ships from Homestuck, so I'm not the best authority.
People said it was fine if I had stuff in the background, so I'm just watching whatever.
Don't know anything about the ship. Well, the winner between John Day versus Leo Pika is...
I'm just waiting for requests to come in.
At 67%. Sorry, John Dave. Looks like you're home stuck and can't move forward anymore.
Ew.
And wrapping up our first round, we have Zhongqi from Genshin Impact versus Harmuro from Gundam. I love this ship so much. It actually took me a hot second to warm up to it because initially I was like, I don't see the draw and like the dynamic they have going on, but after playing the game more and reading some fics and really kind of understanding how they get along together, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm down for it. They fulfilled a pairing niche that I didn't know I really liked. All the little tidbits that people put together too, and are like, oh my god, this proves that Zhongli and Child are married. I mean, obviously they're both very attractive, so points for that. Unfortunately, I'm not terribly familiar with Kamuro. Again, I've seen the characters.
Don't jump scare. Make the keeper from the evil within. Hope you're doing great, by the way. I am doing great. Oh man, that's money. It's money I'm not gonna see for a while.
Man, can't believe a goat like Kamuro lost to two dudes who have like 2 lines of dialogue with each other. Genshin fans truly are the worst. OP, why the damn hell did you try to bury Kabushin under a Tumblr Dashcon panel? Seated loaded with Teen Wolf, Hannibal, Stucky, Sherlock, and Supernatural. Unbelievable. A lot of comments
Oh
just
man,
complaining
that's a
about
difficult
ships that
fucking
didn't make the
character.
poll. No,
I will
Sherry,
make a
shame.
a
Don't you
simplified
think
version.
representation here is sad for me. God, yeah, it's so overrated. Owie. Sans
Blomp.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off, we've got Rinharu versus Spurk. Rinharu as juicy and fan servicey as it is, can it compare to this? Can it encapsulate the yearning? I love Rinharu, I really do, but in terms of iconicness, I have to give it to Spurk here. The winner of Rinharu versus Spurk is Spurk with 55%. Next, we have Victory versus Wangxian. Really? You're making me do this? Oh, this blows. I mean, Victory was my #1 in college, but Wangxian is like my #1 now. Victory is fantastic, but did Yuri Katsuki shove a sword up his I mean, not saying he couldn't, but did he? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I was like, if only if Wangxian had a Yuri on Ice AU. Then I remembered that literal Olympic figure skaters did a routine to the Wangxian song. They legit have everything. Okay, the winner between Victory versus Wangxian is Wangxian with 55%. Next, we have Clance versus Lolite. Honestly, I'd rather see...
Looks like he's wearing a little dress, but he isn't. I promise. This isn't helping, but I promise. I promise I'm just giving him little gloves. And that's his shirt. This is an apron. This is the apron that he's wearing.
Clance versus Lolite is Lolite with 69%.
I swear he's not wearing a dress.
Versus Naru Sasu Naru, whatever floats your boat.
This isn't a dress.
Don't jump scare. Make the
I mean, if you want
keeper
it to be,
evil
then
and
sure.
hope you doing great BTW.
Wait, this is his little bag. He has a little bag of tricks.
It's like, nah, f off, Sasuke. I'm gonna win the most iconic gay shit myself. Next is Johnlock versus
Hooks and whatnot, stuff coming out.
Pitted against each other. Okay, well, this one's tough because I feel like they're almost at the exact same level of.
You're doing great with that dress. It's not a dress. Bag? Shut the fuck up. I'm not drawing this guy all complicated and shit. He got a little his boots.
Hanagram at 62%. Damn, the Hannibal fandom coming in clutch. They're eating up the competition. Next
Boots.
is Potion versus Merthyr.
I'll give him. This is blood.
I've seen bits and pieces of Merlin, but never watched it all the way through. But I did enjoy all the Merthyr compilations.
This is
Potion.
blood.
I just have a soft spot for it. They're both pretty tragic, so it's kind of like
blood.
Your poison in a way. Well, the winner between Kawoshin versus Merthyr is...
I don't have it in me to make it.
Kawoshin at 57%. Next is Drary versus Snodacold.
Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up, Bonzi. Shut the fuck up.
I've seen a lot of fan content for it, so I'm more inclined to go Drary. The winner between Drary versus
He's got this stuff. I don't know.
No, you're me. No. Are you kidding?
Barbed wire.
It's not by a lot.
Barbed wire, not bobbed wire. What the fuck?
On a really big ship, or did the Metal Gear Solid fans just swarm this poll? I'm still in shock. Another upset. This poll just has so many twists and turns.
Then we'll call him the
Thinking about it, I don't know if Genshin.
What's he keeping?
Hunter x Hunter. I also know
secrets.
That a lot of people don't like Genshin or love the ships for that matter, so they might just.
Why are you so mean to me? I don't know.
Neopika and Zhongqi is Neopika at 64%.
I don't know, I just am.
Chile is met its end. Rest in peace. Or has it? Maybe it faked its own death and started working at a funeral parlor. I don't know. Ooh, we're getting close, y'all.
The Keepers of the Deep in his head.
First up is Spurk versus Wangxian. No! Well, alright. If we're going solely by iconist, Spurk is more well-known than Wangxian. And while it is canon,
okay, let's look at what we got so far. So we got Fight on a Roomba, Wally Darling, Alo's Cat Iris, Crab, and the Keeper.
tamed and all. In this context, we're gonna have to go with Spurk. The winner between Spurk versus Wang Xian.
Fair point, honestly. Why are you so mean to me? I don't know.
6,000 people voted for this. Oh my god.
Yes, Mr. Bubbles, the Bubble Master, Mr. Bubbles. I know about Bubbles, the Bubble Master. I just call him Bubbles.
Amazing Star Trek AU for Wang Xian. It is fantastic. These matchups are so close. It's not good for my heart. Next is Law Light versus
I love the Bubble Master. Splish splash, she's taking a bath.
I really don't know. They're both
the gang.
Iconic. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what the poll results are. The winner between Sasunaru versus Law Light.
I mean, if you saw all these guys in an alley, you're likely losing.
55%. Next is Hanagram versus Kawoshin. Even though Kawoshin's been doing really well, I think this might be their end. Hanagram is like the last of the DashCon crowd here, so I believe in their abilities to, you know, maybe not
ice.
take home gold, but at least silver. But then again,
I can't see Wally the same anymore.
Really iconic.
Why? After I called him Marge Simpson?
The winner between Hanagram versus Kawoshin is...
No shit, you see the crab.
With 52%. They were kind of like a dark horse. Like, I knew they were big, but compared to other ships I guess I've seen more content of, I was like, oh, I mean, they've had their time. And even though they're iconic, there's other anime ships that have, like, overtaken them by now. But I guess not. Neon Genesis fans will not be stopped. And finally, to close out this round, we have Snotakon versus...
Man, it is hot. 20... It's staying at, like, 23. I gotta open my door soon.
With 51%. Jeez, these margins. Damn, I gotta do more research for the Snotakon.
Round 4. Fight!
And
that and flashbacks. And Marge.
I'm expecting absolutely nothing. I am putting my expectations down here. Starting off, the first matchup is...
I love how I started off this stream, like, talking about a lot of different things and me getting sidetracked. Now I'm just like, I wanna watch YouTube and Tumblr sexy men.
And then younger ones are gonna go with Narusasu. But the thing is, Narusasu is not even that recent. It's an older anime ship by now, which makes me want to throw myself down an existential rabbit hole, but I digress. Are you ready, kids? The winner between Spurk versus Narusasu is Narusasu at 51%. Fun fact, I had a brief period in my freshman year of college where I got really into Narusasu for some reason. I think it was because I was grasping for something familiar in an unfamiliar environment, and it helped me feel more grounded as I was starting off college. I mean, whatever helps, right? Kawoshin versus Snotakon. Another second for you to guess. And the winner between Kawoshin and Snotakon is... Another 50-50? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Kawoshin won by 0.1%. 0.1! That was how Sans beat Reagan in the finals of the Tumblr Sexy Man poll. Why would they fight when this exists? Spock is Sasuke. Kirk is Naruto. Narusasu, sweet, bet on it. Memes if Narusasu wins the Yaoi Twitter poll. I don't know why they got me. Narusasu was a lot of people's first gay anime ship. Maybe not so much nowadays, but for kids born in the 90s and early 2000s. Again, I love both ships and they're both kind of iconic in their own way. It's really hard choosing between them. A part of me was expecting Spurk to win just because of all the history associated with them, but I think I was underestimating Narusasu a bit.
Genuinely curious, did anyone ever give you so much shit about something you designed? Yeah, Gremlin 5. A lot of people did not like that I made Gremlin 5, and that was very funny, but at the same time it pissed me off and made me very sad.
This is kind of a generational thing too, since Kawoshin came before Narusasu, but it had its renaissance as well with the movie.
Pyramid Head!
Cast your votes, everybody. I'll give you a second.
Man, his head's not even a pyramid. A lot of people's complaints with Gremlin 5 was that,
Great job on that edit, by the way.
this design doesn't fit in with with Phil's edginess. it doesn't fit. Like, a lot of the comments that I got on that were just, it was ridiculous. It was so fucking stupid that I wanted to just lash out because it didn't make any sense.
Kawasheen wins. Oh wait, there's some drama. Allegedly, Kawasheen shippers may or may not have used bots to vote for Kawasheen at the very end to push it into first place. Dup if true. Trash versus garbage? No! How it started. Let's vote for our silly little ships. How it's going. Both sides accusing each other of botting. Okay, there are some defenses. I think Kawasheen is getting a lot of botting accusations, but Twitter updates the polls in batches, not all at once. Heaps of people are keeping track of this poll. I don't think 4K voters in a single batch is that unbelievable. The same happened in the Spurk versus Sasunaru poll, too. I literally saw Kawasheen shippers linking to bot websites. Twitter can batch update, and it can still be true that Kawasheen botted. Literally everyone was botting, Lamau. People complained about Kawasheen jumping by 2K in one batch, but Sasunaru did the exact same thing earlier as well. All 4 entrants botted last round, and it's dumb that only Kawasheen is getting the heat for it. Hashtag disqualify Kawasheen. Kawasheen is magically summoning 110,920 unnamed voters to beat Narusasu in the 2022 Yaoi polls. Boo. Boo. Oh my god, this keeps going. Botted. Remove Kawasheen. I'm mad. I'm gonna riot. Calm down, please. What do you mean calm down? They robbed us. Ain't no way Spurk didn't make it. It is why modern fandoms exist. Kids these days. Hashtag Snotacon was robbed. How did the granddaddy of fandom lose to Naruto? I could not have expected
Okay,
this
here we
outcome.
go.
Well, I mean,
Those fryers, because I'm sure hungry for one massive shipping war.
yeah, actually. Tossed in with botting accusations and people paying to win the poll? This is peak fandom entertainment. Do something about the botting. What is Yaoi poll going to do about botting on a Twitter poll? Please be serious. For Snotacon, for a Hanagram, for Narusasu, recount! Acknowledge the botting and recount! We demand a recount right now! Lamau, you people acting worse than the US elections when the orange was screeching. The quote retweets are just like a K-pop birthday voting poll. Dude, I kind of want to see the K-pop voting polls now. I'm scared. See, as someone who loves both ships, I can say Narusasu is better in terms of how iconic. Recount! We know. Even they get it. It's so sick. No, this is funny. You know what? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. What do you think? Was there foul play involved? If you believe so, was it on both sides or just one? Were you one of the voters in this iconic?
Don't
Who would
mind
you
how
have
I'm
win the
doing
poll
this.
Instead?
It's
Has my brain
fine.
rotted away from this? Yeah, pretty much. I am very curious to hear your take.
This is
on it.
accurate.
There was also a most iconic Sapphic / Yuri poll. If you want me to do a video on that as well, then let me know. I love this note though. Also, due to the sheer amount of outrage from putting
Can
tension
you
in the
try to
Yuri
draw
poll,
a
it will be
cinnamon
excluded
roll?
from the Yuri poll. Thank you for
I don't know.
understanding. Hashtag apologies to Jordan.
Pay me and I'll do it.
Conceding chaos wherever
Like,
you go.
come on, guys. The rules of the stream are in the description. I ignore chat requests unless money is given to me. That's how the drawing requests work. I probably shouldn't be so mean about it, but like, people need to start reading descriptions a lot more. I feel like that's just like basic etiquette for people coming into like videos. Not even just like videos, but like videos, live streams. But yeah, rules are in the description for how these drawing request streams typically go. God, it is so hot, man. Ugh. The Battle of the Top Ships on AO3. I need that.
Old man Yaoi. Chill. It's
Old
about
man Yaoi.
Calm down. Oh, god damn it. Who's committing voter fraud now? Sasuke could eat a guy, but Hannibal could never perfect Chidori. Triple homo spike pass and kill them, Oikawa. These are the best, worst ships of all time. Both of these ships have a decent amount of empreg. Well, it's Wincest, not Lucest. So not too
There
long
he
ago,
is,
I talked
the
about
head
top
himself.
ships of AO3, the yearly review of what ships just completely take over fandom on popular fanfiction website Archive of Our Own, AO3.
There he is.
The unofficial top AO3 relationships bracket, to be precise. I say unofficial because with the way people are treating it, it very much feels official. The poll officially began on September 16th and ended on
Bro, it's
October 9th.
pyramid.
And the fact that this is happening on Tumblr, the fandom epicenter of the 2010s historically, it just feels right.
Oh my
Because a
god,
lot of
what?
AO3's historic
It was
ships
right
were
there.
cemented in the
I
Tumblr
couldn't
age,
not.
and
Also,
we're
Jesus
really going to
Christ.
see just what
Oh,
top
I
AO3
think I need to
ships
turn
have
on my
had
fan.
historical impact, and which of those impacts still linger around today. Welcome to the unofficial top AO3 relationships bracket. Many people on Tumblr might have engaged in the practice of shipping.
If you can hear the fan, then no you
Some,
can't.
according to legend,
Shut up.
even have opinions on these matters. Shocking, I know. If the above happens to apply to you, you might be eligible to vote in this bracket. We
How could
have
you
picked the
underline
most
that?
popular pairings on Archive of Our Own
Because it was right
against each other
there.
to see who will emerge victorious. This poll got nuts. Fans left Tumblr to gather their cavalry on other social media fandom websites and then came charging back in. And with all of the ships thrown into the mix, it is a chunky bracket with lots of different
How
pieces of
clever
media.
you are.
Some very old,
Yes,
some
yes,
very
I'm a
new.
clever
Some are
girl.
canon, some are not. It's like the whole kitchen
Yes.
sink of AO3 thrown into a battle royale. And I'm gonna be taking you right into the action with me. According to the FAQs,
Oh,
the
boy.
bracket was based off of the data from Center of These Lights annual ship reports, which were the exact same spreadsheets that were in my video about it. It was
Those
edited to fit
guys.
into a workable bracket, and matchups were seeded according to the number of works. We're talking about the top ships overall.
The
on
intrusive
AO3
thoughts one. Of
all
course they
time.
did.
Yeah, it's pretty juicy stuff. I myself have voted for a few of these brackets. Which ones? But not all of them by a long shot. And a lot of these ships I'm kind of just like, indifferent to, so I was happy to be a spectator. As to what types of relationships are on there, be it platonic or romantic, this poll features both. Just a reminder for the format, character A/character B means the relationship is romantic, and character A and character B means the relationship is platonic. It gets a little funky when you mix those two up. This is where it gets really interesting in my opinion though. So when
Maxwell
asked
Cat
about
Samba with
stances in
fiber
regards
is
to
now
voter
stuck in my
fraud
head.
or bribery or using bots to kind of boost your votes, this was the official response statement. Fight for your blurbos however your honor dictates, though we ask that
I
you
love
don't
Maxwell.
DDoS
Maxwell's
Tumblr and
funny.
preferably do not commit any murders that can be traced back to us. So yeah, permission granted, anything goes. And because this is a historic poll of the top AO3 ships of all time, there are going to be some ships that may not be deemed very palatable or acceptable for a variety of different reasons, and the response to that is, this poll is a celebration of fandom history. We're aware that there are certain issues with many of the listed pairings and sources, but they are a part of that history. Please do not take this as an endorsement of anything included in the bracket and refrain from harassment. So yeah, just because certain ships are included in this
Oh,
poll or
man.
we're talking about them, does not necessarily
Warm
mean that
day.
we ourselves like or ship or endorse them. It's just we're discussing history here. We're all here for a
kinda
good
wanna
time.
take a
See
nap.
these ships pummel each other to the ground. They say it best. In general, please remember that this is intended to
That'll
be a fun
probably
time for the
end
wide
once I
community, which
fucking
is
end
fandom
stream
culture, and
eventually.
treat each other with respect. The fact that I intimately know, or at the very least am familiar with all of these
Ghost
ships,
notification
I
ping.
don't know whether to laugh or
Bro, your
cry, man.
PC's haunted. Don't know how to tell you.
No, that's the real scary part of this video, realizing just how much time you really spent online over the years. If you don't change your ways, viewer, this will be you. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. But before we begin, I'd just like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Happy Clinic. Listen, we're in the midst of a shipping battle royale. Someone's gonna be sent to the hospital. Happy Clinic is an engaging, fast-paced mobile game where you can run your very own hospital and treat patients around the world, all while following the juicy, drama-filled story of a resourceful nurse. Oh my god, is the nurse YN? Hire skilled doctors and engineer medical equipment to develop your clinics into advanced medical centers to provide healthcare in all sorts of exciting cities, from Oslo to London to Seoul. Depending on their ailments, patients will require different care, and that's where you step up to the plate. And with unique hospitals and countries all over the globe, the game never stops throwing new quests to tackle. As you go and complete levels, you'll receive coins and gems for upgrades, and also unlock memories that include fragments of the nurse's life, as well as patients' collections to never forget all of the people you've helped and various fun limited time events. After reaching level 21, create or join a society with other players to get double the rewards. Not gonna lie, I've missed playing these types of time management games where you have all these objectives and you have to complete them within a certain time frame, but then more keep flooding in. So playing Happy Clinic has been super nostalgic for me, and the hospital setting is a nice refreshing take. And it's not as easy as it looks, because the more you advance, the more you have to juggle things like deciding what doctors to hire or what medical equipment to upgrade. It's a satisfying challenge, and it's so much fun for when you want to focus your mental energy on something that isn't stress-inducing. So if you're down to live your very own medical AU and give Happy Clinic a try,
You
then
do go
download
now,
the
y'all
game
take care.
for
Goodbye,
free by clicking
Chrissy.
my link in the description, or use the QR code here to download Happy Clinic straight to your phone right now. By doing so, you'll receive an exclusive gift of 2,000 coins and 50 gems to kickstart your game and advance your hospitals.
People are really
Thank
liking
you
that
so much,
Find a
Happy Clinic, for
Roomba
supporting my content and
request.
the channel. Now let's get back into it. These brackets are seeded, by the way, which means that the heavy hitters, the ships with the most fanfics on AO3, are not going to be facing off right off the bat. We're going to be working our way up to the big leagues here, but I do want to make a note that
We just
number of works or number of
should
fanfics
zoom in
does
on
not
these more.
necessarily equate to fandom significance or ship significance.
Well,
or
it is
ship
Fi.
impact to story.
That is
Many
true.
of
It's
the OG
Gremlin
ships
Fi
that
for
put
that
fandom
matter.
on the map and shaped it, molded it to what it is today, don't have a huge presence on AO3 just because they've been around for so long, and so a lot of the fics are kind of floating around in the ether of the internet and never made it to AO3. But nevertheless, they've withstood the tests of time and have decent numbers on AO3, enough to land themselves in this poll.
Round 1. Fight!
For our first matchup, we have Jung Kook and Min Yoongi from BTS versus Fox Mulder and Dana Scully from The X-Files. Sugar Cookie versus the ship that gave us the term shipping. It's because back in the day, when people were arguing about whether they wanted Mulder and Scully to be a couple,
I barely know anything
on one
about
camp we
X-Files.
had
I just,
no
my dad
Romos,
watched
or
it a
people who
lot.
just wanted them to be friends,
Like,
and then
I
on
wasn't
the
into
other
it at
camp, we
all.
had
But
the
even I wanted
relationship
Mulder
or
and
the
Scully to get
shippers,
together.
who wanted Mulder and Scully to be romantically involved. Dun dun dun. While Sugar Cookie, which came from Yoongi's stage name Suga and Jungkook's name being
Goodbye,
Cook,
paralysis
Cookie, Sugar
demon.
Cookie. Unfortunately, it did not stand a chance against
That is something
Mulder
wild to
and
say
Scully.
without
I forgot
context.
how much I miss X-Files. I watched it a bit in high school and college. Really enjoyed the show because I love sci-fi, but I don't know, maybe it's time I revisit it after this poll. Next matchup, we have Eraserhead and Present Mike from My Hero Academia versus Bucky and Tony Stark from Marvel. And the winner in this matchup was Eraserhead and Present Mike, or Eraser Mike. 57 to 43. To be fair, Bucky and Tony both are involved in a bunch of other popular Marvel ships, so that's probably playing a role. Next matchup, we have our first romantic versus platonic bracket here. It's Harry Potter and Ginny Weasley from Harry Potter versus Eraserhead and Midoriya Izuku, or Deku, from My Hero Academia. I don't think the
Man, I
movies
live with
did
X-Files.
Ginny and
I don't know
Harry
what's
any
going on in
favors
that
just
show.
because it
I don't know
felt
what
very
went on in that show.
abrupt compared to the books.
Aliens,
There wasn't a whole
probably.
lot of build up here, and the chemistry wasn't great, which may have been a contributing factor in Eraserhead and Midoriya winning this matchup at 57.3% versus Harry and Ginny's 42.7. Love Deku and his collection
Honestly
of dads,
tempted to
but
end
his
it here
actual
because
dad
I
is
am
nowhere
very
to be
tired.
found. Oh, he's busy working abroad.
I only got like
Deku.
3 hours of
Next
sleep
matchup,
after
we
not
have
sleeping for an entire
Kakashi
day.
and Bokuto from Haikyuu versus Clint Barton and Natasha Romanoff from Marvel.
Plus, there's always
Boku
tomorrow,
Aka
maybe.
versus
Perhaps.
Widowhawk, Black Eye, like, I've always seen it referred to as Clintasha or Clint Natasha. Boku Aka is one of the most beloved ships in Haikyuu. Like, you can have your quibbles over, oh, I want Kuro Ken versus
It's your
Kuro
choice.
Suki,
Yeah, I know
or
it's my
I want
choice.
Hinata and Kageyama, or
I have been
Hinata
going
and
on for 3
Matsumoto.
hours.
But a lot of people will agree, even if they don't ship it all the way, that Bokuto and Akashi together are cute. Sorry,
But at the same time, money.
Like the eternal side pairing in a lot of other big Marvel ships. And plus, after Age of Ultron, it was revealed that Clint has his own family, and so even though him and Natasha have like a history together and that he brought her over to the Avengers, I'm not as inclined to ship them. But all of these factors being put together, I was actually surprised that Clint and Natasha took this matchup at 55.1%. I suppose it does make sense because Marvel is Marvel after all, it's huge. But with Boku Aka having In Another Life, which is a fanfic for the two of them that got massively popular and completely blew up to the point where it's, I think, in the top 10 fanfics of all time on AO3, I'm surprised they didn't get higher than this. Next matchup, we have Bellamy Blake and Clark Griffin from the 100 versus Mycroft Holmes and Greg Lestrade from Sherlock. Ooh, well, go ahead and throw in your guesses. I'll give you a second. The winner between Bellamy Blake and Clark
Ever heard of
versus
GhostTube?
Mycroft Holmes and Greg Lestrade
No.
is
fuck
Mycroft
is
and Lestrade at
GhostTube?
53.4% versus Bellamy and Clark's 46.6%. Sherlock.
Never heard of it.
Next matchup, we have Hinata Shoyo and Kageyama Topio, Kagehina from Haikyuu versus Amity Blight and Luz Nocida Lumity from the Owl House. I love them both. It sounds weird to say, but they bring out like my maternal instincts. I want to feed them. Well, the winner between Kagehina versus Lumity is Lumity at 69.3% versus Kagehina's 30.7%. Honestly, I can respect this. There was build-up, there was follow-through, people were losing their minds. Yeah, as much as I love Kagehina,
Hello, Doge King.
We have Hux.
Welcome. I'm just listening. I'm just watching YouTube while I wait for donations to come in.
And Ianto Jones
Mainly
from
through my
Forgewood.
Ko-fi.
I miss these.
I just got back and finished Indigo. I'm going to play it on my own, so don't tell me what happens.
I don't like Hux, so by proxy,
Shut up.
Hux ships are just not my cup of tea. With Jonto, spoilers for Torchwood real quick, people were pissed when Ianto died. There were petitions to bring Ianto back, people were sobbing. I rewatched that death scene over and over and over.
I'm gonna go to the
And it was one of
bathroom
my
real quick. I'll be
first
right back.
instances of tragic gay ship doomed by the narrative. The winner between Kylux and Jonto is Jack and Ianto at 72.8%. A sizable margin indeed. Kudos, Jack and Ianto. Next matchup, we have Buck and Eddie from 911 versus Bakugo and Todoroki from My Hero Academia. Firefighters versus fire hazards. I remember feeling so befuddled when all this 911 stuff started popping up, like, I don't know who these people are. What the hell are these ships? Bakugo, Todoroki, and Izuku were doing kind of like a round robin, just dancing around each other for a bit in terms of their ships, climbing on the AO3 top ships list, but eventually Bakudeku became the top of those iterations. The winner between Buck and Eddie and Todoroki and Bakugo is Buck and Eddie at 62.4%. I am a little surprised.
Be
I won't
hydrated,
lie,
they
but
said.
I do know that this
You
is
won't
happening
piss out your own
before,
ass,
and
they
911 is
said.
really popular on Tumblr, so that makes sense. Next matchup, we have Jensen and Jared, who are the actors who play Sam and Dean on the show Supernatural, so Supernatural RPF, versus Tartaglia, aka Child, aka Ajax, and Zhongli from Genshin Impact. J2 versus Chili, Tartali, or Zongchi. This fun fact might melt your brain a little bit, but
Okay,
it's because
I'm
of
just gonna
Jensen
check something
X
real
Jared
quick.
that we have Omegaverse. Yep, Omegaverse as we know it today originated in Supernatural RPF. The more you know. And I'll always be tickled by the early days of shipping Child and Zhongli when people would tag it as Chili, and so when you went into the Chili tag, you'd be seeing
How long
those
would
two
this
together,
take
as well as just a bunch
in
of chili pepper
theory
pictures
to
and
ship
chili
to me?
recipes. It was great. You've got your dinner plans and a show. The winner between Jensen and Jared versus Child and Zhongli
May
is
22, Wednesday,
Zhongli
okay.
at 54.5%. Next matchup, we've got Kara and Lena,
$24,
Supergirl versus Kenma
79% off from $100.
Supercorp is actually
Bro.
the #1 fem/ship on AO3. Oh, I love both these ships. So the winner between Supercorp versus Kuroken is Supercorp at 69.4%. Nice. Next up, we have Eddie and Richie from It, the movie, versus... Oh, I can never say these motherfuckers' names right. Enjolras and Grantaire from Les Mis. The Les Mis boys. Even though I never fell down the rabbit hole for these two, they were everywhere on Tumblr when I was in high school. Like sophomore year, peak Tumblr year for me, that was 2012? 2013? When the new Les Mis movie came out, these two just flooded my dash. The scenes where they're drinking together and when
I
they
literally,
died together.
thanks to this
So many
stream, I
gifs.
have
And then
just
I remember
enough.
Eddie and Richie getting really big when I was in college, which was when it came out. The winner between
I have
Eddie
little
and
over
Richie
enough to pay for
versus
this.
Enjolras and Clantea, oh, the French are gonna hate me, is the Les Mis boys. Do you hear the people sing? Next matchup, we have Dan and Phil, or Fan from YouTube, versus Bilbo Baggins and Thorin Oakenshield, or Bilbo
Hog.
from The Hobbit. YouTube RPF versus a dwarf and a
I'll
hobbit.
only transfer over what I need.
Yeah, but the fandom back in the day was no joke. Like, I went to
Which was
VidCon
$33.
in 2014 and 15. Lots of people walking around with little kitten whiskers, and I remember I was in line to meet John and Hank Green. But the line to meet Dan and Phil wrapped around the block, and people were lining up since like 2 in the morning. Crazy stuff, but their gaming channel recently came back after years of being on hiatus, so that was a nice little nostalgic surprise. The winner between Fan versus Thilbo is Thilbo at 63.1%. Go, Short Kings, go! Ooh, next matchup. Alright, we have Blackbeard and Steed from Our Flag Means Death, Black Bonnet, versus Clark, Griffin, and Lexa from
I have $1 left over.
Ooh, okay. Clark and Lexa has been around for
How
a hot
amazing for
second.
me.
Like, they've been one of the long-standing fem/ships on AO3. But Black Bonnet came in like a wrecking ball and totally climbed AO3's top ship list. Both canon ships too. This is the first time it's happened in the tournament so far. The winner of Black Bonnet versus Clexa is Black Bonnet at 59.1%. They wear that ranking well. Next matchup, we have Iwaizumi Hajime and Oikara Toru, or Iwa Oi from Haikyuu, versus Dobby, aka Todoroki Toya, and Takami Keigo, aka Hawks, Dobby Hawks, Hot Wings from My Hero Academia.
Making sure everything's
Iwa Oi
in
have been
order.
the kings of Haikyuu shipping for a long, long time. They've been the #1 Haikyuu ship since I've joined the fandom, so at least since 2015. Dobby Hawks, though,
Now
is
I'm
pretty
going to
popular
place
for
the
good
order.
reason. Their upbringings are foils of each other, their relationship with Enji, aka Endeavor. They're both attractive, they have a really
Bada
fun
bing,
ship
bada
name, Hot
boom.
Wings, but I do feel like Iwa Oi has just a touch more history there.
Money
The
is
winner
pain.
of Iwa Oi versus Hot Wings
Ugh.
is Iwa Oi at 50.3%. That is tight. Next matchup, we have Keith and Shiro, or Sheath, from Voltron versus Loki and Tony Stark, or Toki? Loney? From Marvel. Yeah, my body reacted when I started thinking about Clance versus Sheath again. The screenshot used for Loki and Tony, though, I am yelling. The winner between Sheath versus Loki and Tony is Sheath at 51.7%.
Ah, okay. It's all
Also
taken
pretty
care of.
tight. Next matchup, we have Jungho Sok, aka J-Hope, and Min
I got like $100 like
versus Clint
something that
Barton
was
and
worth
Bill
like $100
Coulson
for like
Marvel.
$22
Yeah, I mean, when you throw BTS against Marvel,
for
they're both
$33 now.
juggernauts, but when we're talking lasting impact on AO3 here, Soap just doesn't really have that, unfortunately. But I feel that both of these ships are eternal
The reason why
side
nothing
pairings in more
gets Jack
popular
Skellington
ships in
upset
their
because
respective
nothing gets
fandoms, which is
under
kinda
his
funny. The winner
skin.
between Soap and Clinton is Clint and Coulson at 81%.
Under his skin.
Not gonna lie,
Okay.
I feel so betrayed that there aren't any Homestuck ships in the tournament. Yeah, I feel like this is the reason too. Less concentration on a single pairing because of the large cast size, which eventually just disperses the hype for the ships. Putting your eggs in a whole bunch of different baskets
Man, it's
versus
hot.
just like, you know, 1 or 2
I'm gonna-
or 3. Next matchup,
let me-
we have Gabriel and Sam Winchester from Supernatural versus Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki, or Sasunaru, from Naruto.
Just wanted to
Yeah,
fix
this one's
that.
not gonna be close. I know Supernatural is big, but Gabriel and Sam is not as big of a ship as other Supernatural ships out there, and plus, Sasunaru was, and still kind of is, a lot of people's very first yaoi ship. All the AMVs made in Windows
Orb and
Movie Maker,
Dorb.
all the fan
Aw.
art on DeviantArt, and 2 kisses to boot. Sasuke! The winner between Gabriel and Sam and Sasunaru
Guy, look, it's
is Sasunaru at 69.9%.
Orb and Dorb.
Believe it. Next matchup, we have the platonic ship between Wilbur Soot
I
and
love them.
Blade and Tommy Innit
They have
and Phil
50
Watson
diseases
from the Dream
each.
SMP versus Kim Taehyung, aka V, and Min Yoongi, aka Suga, from BTS. Why are all the Suga ships first? Yeah, sorry boys, I think BTS is gonna be taking a lot of L's in this tournament. They're on hiatus, okay? And even though the Dream SMP has
Furry
definitely
orb.
cooled down in terms of fandom
Orble.
trendiness, as it were, the fact that a platonic ship between 4 people got as big as it did on AO3 is certainly noteworthy. The winner between Wilbur and Technoblade and Tommy Innit and Phil versus Sugate is...
I can't hear the name Phil normally anymore.
73%. Next
Like
matchup,
that's just the name of the guy I work
Potter
with.
and Snape from Harry Potter versus Steve McGarrett and Dano Williams from Hawaii 5-0. The fact that I remember watching Hawaii 5-0 every week with my mom, seeing those two pop up on AO3 for the first time was a little bit of a jump scare. The winner between Harry and Snape versus Steve and Danny is Steve and Danny at 80%.
Ooh, David.
Next matchup, we have Eric and
What's your
Charles
schedule
Sharon
today,
from X-Men
this week,
versus
David?
Annabeth and
Spy
Percy
Party
Percebeth from Percy
with
Jackson and the
Fiznom.
Olympians.
With Phil.
So good.
Spy Party.
Percebeth girl
Wait, what's
back
Spy
in the day.
Party
Like,
again?
I'd be hunting for new fics of these
Oh,
two on
that's Spy
Fanvision.net
Party.
every day after school. When I hear Annabeth call
To your
Percy
stream
Seaton
anniversary.
Grey in the live action,
Yippee!
I'm going to
What?
lose
It's
it.
on Thursday?
Cherik is a classic X-Men ship. Old Man Yowie. The winner of Cherik
My
versus
anniversary
Percebeth
stream's gonna be on a Sunday.
is Percebeth at 52.9%. Next matchup, we have Kim Taehyung, aka V, and Park Jimin, V-Min from BTS versus Levi Ackerman and Irvin Smith, Ari, from Attack on Titan. Fanfic aside, V-Men are platonic soulmates, and I love seeing their interactions together. But with Ururi, do they count as old man yaoi? Because they're not really that old. They're in their, what, 30s? Freshman year of college, they were my emotional support ship, which says something about my first year of college. So much fantastic fic and art for them. I do have the urge to revisit them every now and then, and I think it's gonna creep up once the new year begins. But the winner between V-Men versus Urui is Urui at 67.5%. Let's go! Next matchup, we have Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, Hermione, versus Adora and Catra Dora, from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, which is still hanging on as a constant on AO3's top fem/ships every year. Also both canon ships. The winner between Ron Miney versus Catra Dora is Catra Dora at...
Not gonna lie, I am fucking exhausted. So I think that's gonna be the end for me. Not much got done today. I didn't get much doodles done, but some people did donate, and I had fun. That's all that matters. We will be doing more drawing requests tomorrow anyway. But I will end it here because I am tired, and I want to message Matt because I miss him. He's probably at work right now, but I miss him. So, I'm gonna go do my own thing now, relax. Keep cool, keep hydrated. Remember to stay hydrated this summer. It's only gonna get hotter and hotter from here on out. So keep cool. Hope you have a good day. I know I will. I'm gonna go relax. Maybe write on Tumblr. I don't know. But I will see you tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm excited because I bought what I needed to, and I hope I get to see you tomorrow. So, goodbye!
And now, it's time for that moment you've